Welcome to Collecting Chaos Live. My guests haven't shown up yet. I sent Darth an invitation through email. He hasn't gotten it yet. I'll just drop it in the chat for you. Well, I made my video for tomorrow, and things didn't exactly go as planned. As a matter of fact, everything I tried to do ended up getting messed up. But I'm going to upload it anyway, and you can all have a good laugh. And there's my first guest, who is muted for some reason.
I don't know. It always seems to mute me when I'm coming in. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Me and Horizon stayed up way too late.
Ah, that might be why he didn't pay me yet. You kept him up all night, and he's sleeping now.
He didn't go to bed until 6:30 my time.
Wow.
Which was 7:30 his time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to show you.
Thank you, Hood Inc.
Okay. Hood Inc. Yeah, I wanted to show you the two hot items I got today. This is the one that you have to buy that Berserker 3 and turn in that stupid thing, the certificate or whatever coupon to get the Ace printing. And I'm such a good customer of my LCS, he gave it to me free. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it was. It was very cool. And one thing, you might be able to help me with what the value of this is.
VK, I will be sending you some of your books pretty soon. I just figured I'd wait until I had enough in a box to make it worth shipping.
Yeah, because you're the expert with this kind of stuff. You know him, you love him. It's Hellboy, but it's Hellboy signed by his creator, Mike Mignola.
That's Horizon's area of expertise.
Oh, okay.
Comes to toys, talk to Horizon.
Okay.
Hi, Tina. Thank you.
Yeah. So are you doing anything special other than the live stream for your birthday, Chaos?
I was going to have cake, but I forgot to buy it.
You know,
so I had a sausage wrap instead.
Oh, I was going to say, you and I have the same first name.
Yeah?
Yep, Jim. So there you go.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I figured that out already.
Ah.
When I looked at your mailing address.
Ah, yeah. Duh. Yeah, I'm still...
I've got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
What's your earliest collecting memory?
Oh, my God. I was 7, and my cousins next door were really into comics at the time, and they were older than me, my cousins Danny and his older brother Chucky. And they were doing like a giveaway, kind of like a draft pick. All the comics that they were giving away after reading were face down, so you didn't know what you were grabbing. And there was like rows and rows, maybe 40, 50 comics, right? And it was me and my other cousin Jeff and Danny, and I guess they were Chucky's books. And we each took turns picking a book. And then from there, I was hooked. I was somewhere between the ages of 5 and 7 when that happened. And one of the first books I got was that 20-cent Justice League that had one of the heroes they were up in the space station on the cover looking at the Earth, and one of them was in a wheelchair, and it looked like the Earth was going to blow up. And I was just hooked. And for some reason, when I was real little, I liked Aquaman. And so there was a little, like, little market slash liquor store near the laundromat we used to go to every week to do laundry. And while my mom was doing laundry, she would throw me $5 to buy comics. And, at 20 cents, I walked away with 25 comics every week. So I was having fun, man. And that's the same place. I bought Giant Size X-Men #1 from there, and just a bunch of other neat stuff, and really cool. I wish I had kept all those books now that I bought, but life, stuff happens.
Yeah.
And yes, there's our sleeping cat. I'm known for the sleeping cat, so there it is.
And of
This
course,
one's Sweet Pea.
we all know your favorite collectible is Godzilla.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
And then Ultraman.
yes. And how I discovered
What's your-
Ultraman.
So
Oh,
what's
go
your
ahead.
third? What's your third favorite? One that we don't know about.
Mothra.
Figures.
I love Mothra. In fact, I think I have more Mothra stuff up on the mantelpiece above the fireplace, and then on a bookshelf by the door, and I even got some boxed away in our bedroom closet than I do of Godzilla. Because I'd say 75% of my Godzilla toys are on 3 6-foot long shelves that we put up in my son's bedroom. And I just gave that stuff to him. That's his collection.
Yeah.
The stuff that's out in the living room is all mine. But my son is big into King Ghidorah, the golden 3-headed dragon.
Right.
So whenever I buy sets of the toys, because every year when there's a new Godzilla movie, they'll do a set of the toys. Any King Ghidorahs go right to him for his collection.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Show
them Hood Inc? No, we're not going to go into my son's room and start dragging out toys. One of the King Ghidorahs is about 1.5 feet tall, 2-foot wingspan. Oh wait, he's going to get that one. It's called the Grand King Ghidorah, and this thing is super expensive. It came in a box. You had to put it together. You had to heat up all the vinyl pieces and put the sucker together.
Wasn't the first movie called Ghidorah, the 3-headed space monster, or something like that?
There it is. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
And you had to put the tail on, and you had to attach the 2 wings. But yeah, you can look at the detail on these vinyl figures. Each scale's individually done.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't get that, because I would have painted it.
You can't paint it. This is how it is, man. You destroy it.
I would
Right.
have painted it. I would have painted it.
Right. Well, Chaos, just so you know, right now, if we wanted to, we could slap this sucker on Evil Bay. It's not a statue, Tina, but thank you. It is a vinyl action figure. It actually, heads move, wings move, all that stuff. Tail, But thank you. Right now, if I wanted to, I could slap this sucker up on Evil Bay and easily get $300 for it. Thank you, son. Could you hand me the Titanosaurus? I want to show that one off. This is another expensive one. This figure was made in limited quantities back in 2000.
I'm surprised you don't collect some of the dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs are too hot, meaning they're always a big item, a big ticket item, and they're super expensive. The ones I would collect are the original dinosaurs from the 60s and 70s. There's specific brands that were made at that time. Another expensive figure is this guy right here. His name is Tatanosaurus. He's only been in one Godzilla movie, the last Showa era. Showa was 1954 to 1975.
The real Godzillas.
Yeah. And his name is Tatanosaurus. They made limited quantities of him back in 2002. So this is a 19-year-old figure. Okay, as you can see, it's beautiful paint job, hand painted. It is an action figure. The arms and legs move, the tail moves. Easily look on this on Evil Bay The cheapest you're going to find this sucker is $186, not counting shipping. I bought it when it first came out. I had connections. I still do. It was $17 with shipping from Japan. You know,
Nice.
yeah. And those are just two of the super expensive collectible Godzilla items that I have. You know, um, I have Revoltech figures, which are super articulated figures. There's the original 1956 Rodan up on that top shelf, Dimasian, Gauss from Gamera versus Gauss, Mogera from the Mysterians movie, and a bunch of others. All those, when I bought them, were dirt cheap, like $20 to $50.
Yeah.
And now you try to get them mint in the box, 150, $200. Most expensive, super articulated thing like that I have is an SH Monster Arts Mothra. When I got it a deal from the Godzilla fan marketplace on Facebook. I got it for $100, and now it's the original one which I have is well over 350. You know, not the same as a Golden Age or Silver Age comic book,
Yeah. Well, it's
but
a different genre.
yeah, for a toy, yeah, exactly, Hooding. Same as the Marvel Select. Yes, exactly. Man, you know, Hood, I'm a big fan, of the Marvel monsters, and you know this, man. When I found out there was a Build-A-Figure of Fin Fang Foom, I nearly shit a gold brick. Okay. But then trying to hunt that sucker down, I am not going to pay 350, 400 for that. No. You
That's
know,
that's what it would end up costing, though.
yeah, but I can get the Toy Biz Fin Fang Foom from the Iron Man run back in the 90s,
Hmm.
still mint in the package for $50.
Yeah.
So why am I going to pay 350? Yes, I know the Marvel Legends one or Marvel Select is much more accurate, but I don't care about that, you know? For example, let me get something off the mantelpiece. Dragon Man. This is the original Toy Biz Fantastic Four. I'd rather have this than the new ones they made. I'm cheap. I thrift store and I find stuff, or I go to yard sales and I find stuff,
Yeah.
I know it is, Hood. I know it is. But you know what? If I spend $350 on a toy, no matter how big it is, my wife will divorce me. I know my limits, okay? you know, um, she saw how well the auctions go, so she's cool with me doing my comic habit, and it's bringing in more money and it's supplying itself. She understands that,
Yeah.
so that's cool. But when I start taking money away from the family, the food, the rent, the bills,
Yeah, the only way you can get an expensive toy like that is if you have doubles of other ones that you can turn over to get the money to buy it.
exactly. That's 100% right, Chaos. And, the toys I collect are the monster toys, and I'm not gonna get rid of them. I just can't.
Like I said, you'd have to have more than one of it to consider getting rid of it.
Well, Hood, it's not that she's that hard on me, but keep in mind that, I'm the only one working. Okay. I work in the solar industry all day. And then I do this as a side hustle at night too, to supply my habit uh, for toys and comics. Okay. And as long as I can self-sustain that and the work money goes for the house, then everything's cool. Oh my God, no. Dolls, I don't do dolls, Lisa. They creep me the heck out. Ever since Talking Tina and that Night Gallery episode, no. And you went and bought an Annabelle doll? Oh my God. No, no, no. My wife has an actual Shirley Temple doll that was signed by her with a certificate of authenticity. We don't even have that on display because it just creeps me the hell out. It's one of those fears, that you just it's so hard to overcome. You're a bigger woman than I am, Lisa. Oh, and Lisa, by the way, I paid you. You got that, right? I hope so. Okay. And I've talked enough. We need to let the birthday boy do some talking here.
Well, there's a reason for that. Now, I have one more thing for you. Do you
Okay.
have some comics to show us of your next for your next auction?
A lot of that
How-
stuff is a lot of that stuff is put away. The
Okay.
two that I just showed you, like the Hellboy figure signed by the creator Mike Mignola himself, and the one you can't buy except on Evil Bay.
Yeah.
Those are two things that are going to go up. And then I still got lots too. I've got a huge, like 45 comic Avenger lot that's going to go up. I've got like a 25 comic Daredevil lot, and there are two Frank Miller issues in that lot. And then the rest is modern, and there's a hardback Daredevil graphic novel. How much for what, Hood Inc.? The Mike Mignola? I'm still checking. That's a high ticket item because I know Hellboy isn't hot anymore, but Mike Mignola is always hot. So I'm looking into stuff. Oh, something killing the children? Not till next week, good sir. But if you are on, on next Wednesday, good price. I guarantee you, starting price will be much less than eBay. That's all I can do. Because I know the average price one issue is selling for. I did 24 sales in the last 2 days, added them up, divided it by that 24. It comes out to roughly $20 that they're selling for. Some people are ripping people off, some are lowballing. But yeah, it's averaging 20. It'll be less than that. Who knows what the average is going to be by next week? I'm going to keep tracking it and see. And if Mike ever ships out that Virgin variant to me that I bought from him, I'll throw that in the lot too, number 11. Because I've already read the first 16 issues digitally, and I like it. It's really cool. But it's not something I'd buy, if that makes sense. You think it'll be lower next week?
You never know.
Well,
It's
we'll
one
have
of
to
those
see.
things that you just don't know.
Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens with the market. I just don't like that there are some actual stores that will remain nameless that are selling it and the gold Berserker 3 together as a set, and they're doing it anywhere from $80 to $120 or $125,
Well, do you have any questions for me, Darth?
Yeah, why did you close your store? What happened with that? Was
Uh,
it the 90s boom and bust?
no, actually, I closed it in early 2001. Christmas Eve, my landlord walked in and said, "I have to raise your rent." And I said, "Okay," and I was paying 55 cents a square foot, and I had a big store. My rent at 55 cents a square foot was roughly $3,000 a month.
Wow.
And I said, "Okay, well, how much?" He said, "I'm going to raise it to what everybody else pays," which was double. And I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
So I paid my December rent, but the original agreed amount was, and he gave me an eviction notice on Christmas Eve, or on not on he. It was December 1st. He told me he was going to rent that. He gave me an eviction notice on Christmas Eve, and 3 months later, I was gone.
Wow.
He thought he was going to. He thought he was going to walk all the way away with everything in the store. He got nothing.
So you took the store and it's all in your house, all the toys, all the books. I mean,
What's left of it? My son-in-law sold a good chunk of it
oh, okay.
without my permission. So a lot of it is gone. A lot of the comics are gone. As a matter of fact, roughly 60,000 comics are gone. Yeah, I had a lot.
Wow.
I had one of the largest back issue selections in the Bay Area.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot. And Nick, I understand that, but hold on a second. They're saying that this only had a print run of 10,000. Okay. And even if it is overprinted, okay, here's what's going to happen. As the price keeps going up, for the first, second, and third print, people are going to sit there and look for the cheaper print. And eventually it'll go up. If nobody buys it next week, then fine, it'll sit in my collection. I'll wait a year or two. When the TV show comes out, everything goes crazy. People are already going crazy for Moon Knight. I got mine free.
People have been going crazy for Moon Knight for 20 years.
Not really. The last time they went crazy for it was when Stephen Platt started doing the 90s run, and he only did it for like 5 or 6 issues. Then he went on to Hollywood to make real good money. And Hood, I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about the market. My forte isn't really the modern books. My forte is golden and silver age stuff.
Preferably monsters.
That's for my.
That reminds me. I have a new book you might want.
Oh, monsters are my PC. That's my personal collection stuff. Modern stuff, it can go up, it can go down. I don't care.
It's one of the lenticular covers.
For what?
Marvel.
Oh yeah, that was Monsters Unleashed lenticular cover.
Number 7. Yeah, just let me know if you're interested in it.
I am interested in that.
Okay, well, if you ever buy something from me, I'll throw it in.
There you go. Or you could send it to me as a birthday present, since my birthday's coming up on the 21st, and
that's true.
I'm hooking you up.
I've got some other books that I'm going to be getting to that we'll work something out on.
Yep. That's right, Hood. People aren't asking any questions, so I need to be quiet and let the answer man do his thing.
I've got a lot of Moon Knight, but I happen to like Moon Knight, so it's not a big deal. I think the earliest one I have is Werewolf by Night 38.
I thought he was 32 or 33.
Is it? Maybe it was 32. Well, I've got it, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Hoodic needs answers to questions.
Well, yeah. What's his question? I probably didn't see it.
Oh, why did you let your daughter do it? Or why did your daughter let your son sell all that stuff?
He did it while he was at work.
Ah. Wow. Well, just so you know, Nick, there's a company out there that is telling people 10,000 print run. So some liars.
I lost quite a bit of money on that when he did that, but it did help my daughter out. So I'm not going to be that angry. He sold it cheap though. Okay, yeah, 32. I've got it. That's my earliest Moon Knight then. 32. Werewolf by Night 32.
Yeah.
I think I have a Something is Killing the Children #1. I didn't think I have one, but I seem to remember running across it.
Okay. And yeah, Lisa, I know I should have 3 from you. The one I just paid for today, and then 2 others. I know I received one, the Black Magics. The other one I thought was a couple of JSAs, and I can't remember if I've received that. But Lisa's always good, guys. I've bought from her 3 times for my personal collection, and she is always good and on time. Sometimes the mail's stupid, though, guys.
I'm not worried about it, Lisa. I know they'll be here eventually. Unless they happen to come on a Saturday when the wrong person is working.
Yeah, that is crazy, Nick. I agree. But, I mean, that's why I don't buy from those guys. You know, they say anything to sell a book. And I've heard lots of our people that watch Chaos and watch Mike and you know, they have had bad experiences him. The same one that all you guys are having trouble with.
Yeah, one of them people I don't play with.
Yeah, they have a big YouTube presence, and they do their top 10 picks.
Yep.
And their top 10 sucky book picks.
Yeah.
I'm not here to talk trash about anyone. I'm just, you know them. I should be giving enough hints. Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'm going to drop.
And I personally, I love my LCS. My LCS is Diggers Comics and Collectibles here in Hemet, owned by Ambrose. The guy is an artist. He's done his own comics, published through Image. I forget what it was, but they were cartoony type comics, you know, funny animal type books. And he opened up a comic store. He has a true love. You know, he doesn't gouge people. His prices are good. And this weekend, I'm going to go over there and spend a couple $100 because he's doing a back issue blowout sale. And he's going to be doing his own type of free comic book day, you know, where he's giving away books and all this stuff. I think it's his 2nd year anniversary in business. So
you don't remember who he is?
His name is Ambrose, and I can't remember his last name. But
okay.
But if you look him up, it's Diggers Comics and Collectibles in Hemet, and it'll have his name there. And but he was a banker, and the store, he's just doing it for fun. He retired, and he's just having fun. You know, he's a big fanboy, just like the rest of us, and hooks me up with great deals all the time. Takes care of me. Like when he's doing the pull list, like for example, when the Trials of Ultraman #1 came out, he whipped out not only the regular cover, but all the variants. And he says, okay, tell me what you want. You want them all? And I looked at him. I'm like, are they all cover price? He's like, yeah, all except this one, but I'll give it to you for $10. And it was the photo variant, you know, of #1. Dude, anything Ultraman, I'm there. So I'm going to buy it, even though it's not a good book. Marvel doesn't know how to write Japanese heroes or monsters, unless it's their own monsters. Okay.
Well, even then, they're not good at it anymore.
Yeah. Well, the last time they did something good was Monsters Unleashed, and that was what, 2014, 2015, and the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur was decent, but they canceled that too a few years back. So
cancel everything. So
yeah,
because if you don't cancel it, you can't release a new #1.
There you go. Yeah,
I mean, everybody knows that, right?
Yeah, true.
Let's see, what do we got? Does anybody in the chat have questions for us, for either one of us?
Yeah, I know they're doing a new series,
Like I said,
and
if they don't cancel it, they can't put out a new number one. And then
yeah, well,
put 475,000 covers for number one, and
yeah,
which two will sell.
yeah. But the reason Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is getting so hot now is there's talk it's being optioned for a Disney Plus show. You know, and Kevin Feige has said that eventually everything will come to the MCU.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just waiting for my Marvel monster books to make me rich.
Here's some things I'm going to put up for auction. These are all newer, but there's 6.
Did Chaos Internet go wonky on us? Chaos, you're frozen. Nick, to answer your question, when I store comics, they're all facing the same way. You know, what I'd like to do, I personally don't
Of the
like to use. I know, huh? He's locked up again. What I'd like to do right now, I've got stuff in 300 count boxes. I don't like them. I feel they're too big and unwieldy. I'd like to have everything I collect in 100 count boxes. Like I've got a box for my Spectres, all the runs of Spectre, boom, in a 100 count box. And then all my monster comics in a couple of 100 count boxes, boom. And then all my Doctor Strange in a couple of 100 count boxes, boom. And then all my Golden Age heroes and Pulp heroes, boom, like that. I'd prefer to do it like that.
My internet went down for a minute.
Oh no! Hey, Hood Inc. wants to get on. Can you share the streamline again?
Yeah, just a second. I'm going to show a few things, and then I'll drop the Hood Ink. Hood Ink. I'll drop it in your Instagram. But anyway, these are all lenticular covers. I'm going to put those up for auction next week.
Oh, nice.
And then
no, Titan Nick, there was not any McFarlane really.
I have a stack of recent Marvel number ones that's going to go up. I'm going to take the whole screen for a second.
Go for it.
And I'm going to put all these up next week as a lot. I got like 7 copies of that for some reason. All of them the Walmart variant. So those will go up next week. Most of them are, most of them are Walmart exclusives. And then here's some Web of Spider-Man that's going to go up next week. But these are those I showed on my channel recently. That one goes with it. And then these will be a separate lot. Some earlier Web of Spider-Man, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, I don't, Hood Inc. And then there's Web of Spider-Man 2 number ones and 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think. Yeah. There's the other number 1. And then I'm going to put these up, but these, you guys might have a little trouble because Felix has expressed an interest in these, so you might have to fight if you want to get these. I think I have 1 or 2 of them, but I don't know where they are. I buy stuff, I put it away, and I don't remember where I put it. Let's see. Oh, I'll just drop it right here.
Titan, I just threw it up in Discord for you, guy. And it's the same company, first initial C, second initial E, that a lot of other people have been having trouble with. Okay? There are people in our group who have ordered from them, not gotten their books, not gotten a refund, or that they said it was shipped and it was just they got the label on and didn't ship it, or all kinds of horror stories that I've been hearing. And that's just on Mike's, when Mike does his thing on Friday or Saturday, Sunday nights. What was the Walmart variant first appearance of Punchline? Did Chaos show it, Hood?
I didn't show it.
Oh, okay.
I've got one somewhere. I don't know where it is.
That's a hot book. You should put that up for sale if it's not something you're going to keep.
I'm not worried about it.
I hear you. Are you excited about that new issue of Black Cat? Black Cat getting the Infinity Gauntlet?
I haven't gotten a Black Cat in 2 months, 3 months, because I haven't gotten any new comics in that length of time. What's happened is I have had to stick around the house on all of my days off that I would normally go out to the LCS. The LCS is 45, 50 miles away.
Oof.
So it's an all-day trip. It's something I got to plan to do.
I hope it hasn't been any of us, Lisa. And I apologize for making you wait so long. I mean, it took Mike 3 weeks to get me my money. I knew if I set up my PayPal account, I'd get it instant from him. So that's why I was in such a rush to do it. But getting to the bank, getting a separate account opened for just this purpose to do all this stuff was crazy when I'm running 4 or 5 appointments a day. Oh, okay. Hey, there's always going to be people, and we gotta watch out for that. I had a guy last night trying to pay me via services and goods, where they hit me with taxes and fees, and then I get flagged by PayPal, and I had to refuse his payment, email him, and explain we can't take that. No one who auctions on YT does. If you want to pay that way, do it on eBay, but please, I'm going to send you again.
Now, I don't mind paying that way. I don't mind paying that way. I don't mind receiving payments that way.
Oh, I pay that way on eBay, but with Mike, with you, with Lisa, I do it friends and family. That way you guys get all the money. Because otherwise, I'm going to get taxed on it. I'm going to get, eBay's going to take PayPal's going to take fees off of it. I don't get my full money.
Yeah, I don't worry about taxes.
I have to.
Most of my income is non-taxable anyway, so.
I hear you.
And I don't mind, I just don't mind it. Okay, I'm going to take you down, bring Hood Inc. up.
That's fine.
Where I was, but it looks like he closed his stream.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I wish he'd make up his mind.
Where is the justice for the women of that?
I'm here, folks. I'm just trying to get everything set up. So what you been up to?
Working around the house, trying to. Laundry, stuff like that.
Trying to get this mic to work right.
Yeah, that's some bad feedback.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing it now, though. Did you mute your mic, or did I do it by accident?
No, I muted it. I'm trying to fix this so you can hear it better, but it's not working well.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work. So I have NVIDIA stuff. So I went ahead and downloaded the NVIDIA one that blocks out all the excess noise, and it seems to work pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded that.
Same question. What's your earliest collecting memory? In other words, I'm trying to give the chat a chance to get to know us a little better.
My earliest collecting memory would be I started collecting Marvel Select action figures. Actually, my wife started collecting them for me. I was actually collecting Hey, down, baby. I'm right next to it. I was trying to do this way and it won't let me. But yeah, so my wife sits up there and buys all the Marvel Zombie action figures, right? And gives it to me for my birthday. I was starting collecting toys, and I had started collecting the Walmart Bumblebee and all the Transformers because the movie had just came out. So when I open these up and I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, wow, these are super detailed. And I realized how much money she had paid for them. I was like, oh, babe, you didn't have to spend this much money on this. You know, this is back when we both worked 9 to 5s, you know, could barely make the fucking bills meet. And literally she took a bunch of money and spent it on toys for me. And I was blown away by it, man. So after that, it kind of got me into collecting toys. So for the longest, we would go place to place. As you all know, that Marvel Select is not actually sold in stores. It's only sold in a certain type of store. It has to be a comic book store or a brick and mortar store that has been zoned as a comic book store.
I don't know. We get them occasionally at the Walmart I work at.
They must be ones that have been called in. You know what I mean? Somebody else has ordered it from offline or whatever. You know what I mean?
Now, here's what happens. Walmart goes to the big shows, to the big toy shows and the big toy fairs. If they see something that they think they can make money off of, they'll say, I want this. And they will order it. And they will order so much of it that the companies that are making it will not say no.
I don't know. Their whole thing is that the only way that you can get these is to go to the
Yeah, but they don't get all of the Marvel Select. They only get like one or two different ones.
But anyway, make a long story short, yeah, we could never find them at Walmart. So we went around to every comic book shop and would buy them out from where they were at. And that's how I got actually started into collecting comics, because there was this one store that was closing down back when Marvel wasn't doing so hot. So they're about to close down, and they told me just like this that everything was 50% off. And I'm like, I made a joke. I told him, dude, I'll give you like $3,000 for everything in the store. And he said, done. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. Shit, I pulled out $3,000 and took everything he had in the store.
The next thing was, okay, now how do I open this back up?
I didn't even have that thought at the moment. My thought was that shit, I need to figure out where I can put all this, and then I got to go to work tomorrow. At that point in time, I was working 18-hour shifts at Tyson, literally killing myself.
Thank you. Please watch your language. My granddaughter is in the chat.
Did I say something bad?
Yeah, occasionally you drop a few words.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. But yeah, so I was killing myself at that point in time. And yeah, that's pretty much how it got to this. I realized that I could make more money selling comic books than doing anything else.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting the right comics at the right time for you.
See, my point, the way that I look at it is that if it's a first appearance, or it's a first appearance of something like the first appearance of Ebony Blade, or the first appearance of Spider-Man's new suit, or something like that, then eventually it's gonna make money. It's gonna make you money because eventually everybody's gonna want it. Just like, like I know the first appearance of Spider-Man's black suit, it wasn't exceptional. It was pretty much like they sat up there and they blacked out everything and then left the Spider-Man part on his chest white. It wasn't nothing exceptional.
Yeah,
but all of a sudden now it's super hot
because of Venom.
Right.
Because the suit became Venom.
Right. But nobody knew that at that time. You see what I'm saying? Nobody sat up there and thought, this is going to be Venom. They're just like, think about how many copies of Venom, the first actual appearance of Venom, people had, and they're like, yeah, I don't need this. Like, I mean, that's the best part is that now comic books are not made the same way. So since they're not made the same way, then you don't have 30,000 copies of the first one, 100,000 copies of the second one. This is all made to order. So if it didn't get ordered, then you have to go to a second print, and then it keeps going and going and going and going and going until finally they're like, look, there's not enough of y'all that want it. And that's the reason that they keep becoming more valuable, because you change the cover, but you're still not changing the inside, and it's still the first appearance. You just slap a number on it to say that this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, eighth.
And the chances are the insides of all of them were probably printed all at the same time.
Oh, probably. More than likely. But they paid somebody else to do the outside of the cover. So they went with another cover. But in the end, if you had the first appearance of Miles Morales right now, the first copy in perfect condition, you're talking $4,000 easy. So if you had 30 of those in your hand, you're talking about you could retire.
No.
Well, it's $4,000 right now without it saying the CGC. So
$20,000 is not enough to retire on.
How much?
$120,000 is not enough to retire on.
I guess that depends on how you look at it. Because me, I'm just going to keep flipping it. So it's enough for me to retire on. Because I'm just going to keep flipping it. Like, okay. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What was the best time you ever had in your life?
That's kind of rough. That's a hard one to answer because I've had a pretty nice life most of the time. In my working life,
Nope. No. We gotta go. We gotta go. Your personal life, the best time that you ever had, and it can't be something mushy like when you first met your wife, or when you first held your daughter or your grandchild, because those are all mushy, and I got those too.
I can't really think of one.
I thought for sure you was gonna say. I thought she was gonna say back when you were 16 and you had your hair all slicked back, looking like one of them greaser boys.
No. High school wasn't that great.
I can't lie. You look like you would. You look like you would be one of them greaser boys from way back when. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I wasn't. I was a nerd back then too. And remember, I've been collecting comic books off and on for my whole life, since I was about 6 years old.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see you collecting a comic book, but I thought that you would have just put it right between one of them sports magazines and just fold it right back up, put it in your back pocket.
No,
like nobody noticed.
Likely, I would put the sports magazine in between two comic books because I didn't want my friends to know I was at it.
Oh wow!
The best time I ever had in my life was owning my own store.
I'm gonna take this off.
But you eliminated the working part, so I couldn't include that.
So, what was it like owning your own store?
It was great. Long hours. You don't miss days. You work every day because you got to be there to open it. But it's an incredible feeling to just work for yourself. You know, knowing that if this doesn't get done, you don't make money. You know, the customer, you really learn how a customer becomes the most important part of your life at that point. Because without a customer, you have no business. Without business, you have no money. Without money, you have no business. You have no life.
Now, if we could only get Walmart and McDonald's to realize that same thing.
Walmart was originally founded on that principle.
Yes, and then they forgot it. They got more money and they forgot it. They were like, "Oh, what? All this money? No, we don't remember that."
Unfortunately, they don't really indoctrinate their associates anymore the way they used to. Of the customer is first. The customer is everything.
I don't know. I've had some crazy times at Walmart, but let's not get there because you work there. So,
yeah, but I don't work at the one you go to, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah. In that case, then, man, I have walked into Walmart and have literally been cussed out by a Walmart employee for asking where something was. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that wouldn't go over too well.
I'm sorry.
I remember going into a different Walmart and looking around for somebody to help me because it wasn't the same as mine. I couldn't find something. And I looked for probably about 15 or 20 minutes before I finally found somebody. And I said, I need some help finding this. And they went, oh, that's not my department.
I've had that happen.
And I went, well, wait a minute. Don't you work here? Yeah. Well, then what do you mean it's not your department? You don't know where it is? You don't know where that department is? And well, it's not my job. It's not my department. I said, is it your job to go get me a manager? And they said, well, why do you want a manager? And I said, because I work for Walmart and I'm going to see a manager because I can't believe that I'm getting this kind of customer service. The next time I walked in, it was treated like gold. That person wasn't there anymore. But I didn't want to get anybody fired. I just wanted some help. So I asked for a manager so I could get some help.
See, one time my wife was sitting up there trying to tell one of the managers as she was bringing in the carts, right? Trying to tell one of the managers that one of her employees was super rude, right? In the process of her telling her this, right? She sits up there and she says something sly to my wife, right? So my wife pulls out her phone and she starts to record her. In the process of doing this, she attempts to dodge her by taking the vehicles, the remote control ones, the ones that y'all ride like this to drive for the older people or disabled. Yeah, she takes one of those and rams it straight into me, right? I'm thinking for sure she does it on accident, right? Then she backs it up and does it again. I'm like, as being a black male, having a gun on his hip, I'm sure if I do something to this lady, I'm going to jail. It's instantaneous. Like
I can tell you exactly what to do in any situation like that. It's called 1-800-Walmart. Call it right then.
I walked in there and I talked to her manager and they got rid of her by telling her to go home, and she was back the next day.
Yeah, that's when you call 1-800-Walmart.
Here it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Here it doesn't.
That is the corporate headquarters.
Yeah, this one is ran by the local rich people around here.
Yeah, but they still have to pay attention to the corporate headquarters.
I don't know. They don't bother to even. They don't. I put it to you like this. You know how you're supposed to price match, right? If it says Walmart.com.
Yeah, Walmart doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, Walmart doesn't price match Walmart.com?
No.
Oh, well, they said they do.
Instead, what you're supposed to do is buy it off Walmart.com for in-store pickup.
Well, yeah. Either way, if you try doing that to our store, they'll tell you that they don't do that. You'll have to price match them. Then when you try to price match it, then they tell you that, oh, it doesn't match here, or this doesn't match, or this doesn't look like this. When you're looking at the picture and it's literally the picture that's on the box without the box. And it's like, are you serious? I'm like, okay, sir, I completely understand. Don't worry about it. And they're like, well, this like, for instance, my daughter collects LOLs. It seems to be a fad that's hitting the nation. Yeah. So the LOLs that she collects, she's got almost all of them. And she found the plane that was supposedly on sale on Walmart for like $40, right? At our local Walmart. So we went there, we attempted to do everything that they asked. And once we found the exact item in the exact color with the exact make and the exact model, then they said the serial number didn't match.
I didn't know those had serial numbers.
I just and then when I asked them, so what is the point of even having Walmart.com? I'm like, I mean, let's just be from one hustler to another. What's the point of this? Is it to get people to come in so they'll look at the stuff, bring it up here, and you can put it back? Or
actually,
understand.
Most of the stuff that's on Walmart.com is less than what you pay for it in the store.
Yes.
I tell people all the time that want tires, go on Walmart.com because they're going to get the same tire that I can get, but they're going to get it cheaper, and you'll get it in 4 days instead of 1 day.
I think to myself that it is absolutely crazy. Like when those Walmart variants come out, you need to tell them about them, man. You know before we do. You get to see the dealer. You know what I mean? If I were you, after I seen him, I'd tell them that these are out, and then show them, because people would be stupid on that.
My problem is they wouldn't give me the toy section. I tried to get the department manager for toys. They wouldn't give it to me.
Why?
Despite the fact that I owned a store, I worked for a toy store. I knew how it all worked. I explained how it all worked to them. They went with somebody that had no experience in management at all.
Yeah, they don't want you to be too good at your job.
Well, he didn't last long.
Well, no. Then they just find somebody else. They don't want that person that can run it, and then they get used to it, and then you're like, okay, you know what? I don't want to be here no more, so bye. And then they're like, oh, how did he do all of this? Like, but yeah, no, I don't.
With the department I had, I'm writing my address for somebody.
Okay. But yeah, no, I personally, as far as comics go, I personally don't read the comics because it sits up there. Even though I completely understand you all tell me all the time that the comics are made to be read, but I don't read them. I mean, I might go online and read it, enough of it to know what's going on. But as far as to actually sit down and read and enjoy it from beginning to end, I can't do that. For one, because I don't have the time. Like right now, I'm literally supposed to ship this whole long box right now. This whole long box is nothing but orders, completely full.
Well, get to it.
I can't. I'm talking to you.
Let me bring on somebody else and then get to it.
But yeah, I mean, in general, I mean, like when I was late the other day, I was sitting up here getting all these comics right here. It was just crazy.
There you go. That was something I was going to ask about. If you had anything you wanted to show.
Oh man, let's not go for showing, because I just thought I'd show y'all while I was late.
Yeah. Well, you're still showing them.
But yeah, I had to go ahead and get these because if I didn't get these, man, somebody was, and it wasn't going to be me, and I wasn't going to be happy if it wasn't me. They were going to make me angry. This is the main reason I went out there.
But that's what you do.
And then we got Shadowcraft. But yeah. But eventually one of these comics that I get 100 of, because now I no longer, within a month or two, I'll no longer have to go hunt for the comics. I'll now be ordering them straight from Diamond. But
not Marvels.
No, I'm ordering Marvel straight from Diamond.
No, you won't.
Well, it won't be from Diamond, but I'm still ordering them.
They're going to go exclusive with that one of the companies that Disney's associated with.
Well, that's fine. Maybe their comics will be a little better then. I don't know. But yeah.
She is exclusive with I don't remember the name of the distributor.
Well, you know, the only way to get but the only way to get DC comics is to go online.
Pretty much.
No, there is no pretty much. That's the only way to do it. They completely discontinued their thing. So you have to go online and print off their sheet for you to say what you want. If you want to send it to your brick and mortar store. So if you want to order something from your brick and mortar store, you have to actually print off for them and hope to goodness.
I just tell him what I want and he gets it for me.
Well, yeah, but this is what you're having to do. Hold on.
Okay, well.
All right.
Alrighty. That was an exclusive announcement for some place to give me a membership, and I don't want it. But yeah. So I mean, I really don't know. Like my show comes on and it says I'm more like the Joker. I'm more like a dog chasing a car. I really wouldn't know what to do if I caught it, you know? I really don't know what to do a lot of times as far as in what to say or what to sell or even how to act sometimes. I mean, look at me. I'm horrible. Just look at me. But I hope that you have a great birthday, Chaos. And it was such a pleasure being on your show. And I'm sorry for some of my language.
I don't think she was on very long, but long enough to catch an S word at least. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get somebody else in here, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Later.
Let's see. Horizon, check your Instagram. I dropped the link there. And I dropped it for Nick, too, I believe. Oh, but Nick's into hockey right now, so we'll bring Darth back in.
Howdy.
But he's been talking along the whole time. As
Yep.
I never muted. I don't mute people generally.
Yeah.
That way, if you have a question for somebody, they can answer it.
But is Horizon still in? There he is.
He's still in the chat.
I wanted to show you this. I thought you might be interested. Hellboy little Lego type figure, but it's signed by none other than Mike Magnolia. Kind of a weird, one-of-a-kind item.
Or at least let you know something about it.
Now, if you're not interested, you could tell me about it, at least what you think it might be worth. And if I'd hate to put it on Evil Bay, I'd rather sell it, through Chaos's channel or Mike's channel. Yeah, or keep it, if whatever. It's a neat thing to have. It's kind of funny. The only books I actually bought that came out yesterday were these two. Shadow Man, which, guys, I can't recommend this enough. It's written by horror writer Colin Dunn.
From what I understand, it's much better than the original Shadow Man.
Oh, tons. And this guy,
Shadow Man was pretty good.
Yeah, and this guy knows his stuff, Colin Dunn. He really knows his horror, man. The guy's an incredible writer. Oh, thank you, Horizon. And then Man-Thing. The last month they came out with the Avengers and Man-Thing. This month it's Spidey and Man-Thing. Next month it's the final issue and it's X-Men or whatever and Man-Thing. But yeah, those were the only two books I picked up at the comic store. I'm saving.
It's interesting. Man-Thing actually predates Swamp Thing by about a month or two.
Well, it's funny you say that. The two writers were
Swamp Thing is much more popular, but neither one of them are the original.
Well, they both ripped off each other because remember, the writers for both books were roommates together and talked about what they were developing, and they developed the characters together back in the 70s and then published them.
And they're both ripoffs of the Heap.
Yeah.
In the 50s.
Yeah, I would love to find me a Heap, man. Oh.
I've got one of the Skywald ones that reprints from the 70s, but that's about it.
No, it's Mega Constructs. It's like a little Lego figure that they did. And my LCS, Ambrose, met him at a con and had him sign a bunch of stuff. He had two of these that he had signed, a button set, a bunch of stuff that was Mike Magnolia. And I talked him into selling me one of these at, I'm not going to say how much, but a very, very reasonable price. Very reasonable. I don't think Reaction's done a Hellboy yet, Horizon. I don't think they have that license. If they get it, cool. I mean, I can't wait for their Godzilla figures because anybody here like Creature from the Black Lagoon?
Oh, of course. I painted a model of it.
Okay, hold on one moment, Chaos. This is Super 7 reaction figure of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And it's hard to put it at an angle where you can see the detail without the shine because it's such a shiny little box. But they put him in this scene. The figure's really detailed, incredibly well done.
It's actually a really good view.
Yeah. And they got the license for Godzilla.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Godzilla. And it's funny how these guys started, how Super 7 started. Mark Nagata and Mike Suggs originally were guys that would go to Japan, buy a bunch of the Japanese toys, and bring them over here and sell them to Godzilla collectors like myself. And they got so big, they started a magazine about vintage Japanese toys called Super 7. And that got so big, they were able to get licenses. They did like an Aliens figure back in the early days. They did Rocketeer, RoboCop. Those sold so well. They were in every Walmart and Target.
Yeah.
And now they're getting custom licenses like Universal Monsters. They got Godzilla. We should start seeing Godzilla figures from them in like this come June or July. It's a great time to be a kaiju fan, man. Anyway, I just thought you'd really enjoy this. They also have a Nosferatu that is glow in the dark.
Oh,
which
yes, that would be awesome.
I'll see if he still has it, and if he has it over there, I'll see if I can talk him into getting it to me cheap for you. Because tomorrow is his blow. No, not tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday. I told you they're having a big sale. Yeah, because he wants to get rid of overstock.
Okay. Bring Lisa on for a little while.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, not much.
Happy birthday.
And right back at you, but yours was to go.
Yep. Hey, now this is just for Darth here. I don't know if you guys can see behind me here.
Yeah, that'll give him nightmares.
Well, that's not even a fraction of my doll collection.
My oldest sister, I decided to get her a gag gift while I was stationed in Monterey at Fort Ord. So I bought, one of the porcelain clown dolls, took it to Virginia, gave it to her, and she went nuts. And I'm going, what's going on here? I don't have one of these. I went, well, yeah, you don't have any dolls. She went, oh, took me upstairs, showed me a closet that was full of porcelain.
Just a closet?
Then she took me into her daughter's room. Her daughter had already moved out, and showed me her closets that were full. On display, she had them hid away. She was ashamed that she was collecting something. My whole family has collected something. One of my sisters collects puzzles. She's got like 3,000 puzzles or something. I have no idea how many she's got. She's got puzzles and puzzles and puzzles. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so many puzzles in all my life. My mother used to collect porcelain horse figures, and she had my sister has them now, but I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of those she had. My aunt collected rooster figures. So yeah, collecting kind of runs in my family.
Yeah, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs that we raised our kids in. And I'll tell you something. There's 2 bedrooms up there right now that are completely without people in them. But if you can walk through the room without tripping on something, it'd be hard pressed. Because it's full of dolls.
They're all in boxes or totes, right?
Yeah, dolls.
Okay, so it's a collection. It's not hoarding.
No, it's dolls and my Beanie Babies, comic books, stuff that belongs to my grandkids.
I ran across a couple of cases of Beanie Baby holders, the plastic holders, not
Uh-huh.
not the ones that slip over the top, but the ones that have that hidden side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was kind of nice because now I have a way to display my some of my other toys. I'm not putting Beanie Babies in those.
I got some very, very rare Beanie Babies that were like given out on opening day for like the Cubs, the New York Yankees, and stuff like that.
Are those the Bambinos or are those the Beanie Babies?
They're actual Beanie Babies with the Beanie Baby card, the tie card collector card that goes with it.
Yeah, because I have some Bambinos that were kind of a ripoff from the Beanie Babies, and the ones I have that are probably worth a little bit are the Home Run Kings, 4 little bears with crowns.
Yep. I had a bunch of Bambinos and I just sold them.
I gotta find them. I got them somewhere.
Yeah, right now my collection is all up there.
And then I've got some of the WWE bears.
Oh, I sold Sting,
Yeah.
Miss Elizabeth. I had a few of them.
Yeah, I have a whole set of them somewhere. They're still in the original bag. They shipped them to me.
Mm.
So how did you get into collecting?
Collecting.
Not
My adult collecting?
what is your favorite thing to collect?
That's a tough one. Between my dolls, my Beanie Babies, my bears, my comics, I don't know which one's my favorite.
I would say toys. I would say your favorite is toys, but it's a very focused market of toys. It's either the plush, like Beanie Babies, or fall under the plush category, or dolls, and really those are cross collectibles. So we'll go with that. How did you get into collecting dolls? Let's say.
I was first given dolls from my husband's second cousin. His wife passed away and collected dolls, and I had made mention that I liked a couple of them, and he gave them to me when she passed away. And after that, it was all downhill. Anytime I saw a doll, it was like, oh, I gotta have that one. I gotta have that one. I gotta have that one.
I got a few, mostly Wonder Woman.
So, what is it about you that, makes you special?
I'm just a person. I don't consider myself special. I've learned a lot over the years. I'm trying to share as much of it as I can. What makes me special is the way I was raised, and my mother and father are what make me who I am and what made me special.
Yeah, I hear you. You and I kind of got to talking the other night about, things that made us both special. It's been a long week, hasn't it?
Well, it's going too quick.
It's not going fast enough.
Do you have anything you want to show for the upcoming auction for next week, or are you not even thinking about that yet?
Do you see?
Okay. Yes, she does. That's our preview, a box full.
There's those are some of the ones I pulled up from down upstairs and haven't listed yet anywhere. So I thought about listing some of those on our auction next week.
There you go.
One of them is the Commandy.
And what doesn't whatever doesn't sell, you put on the on your site.
Yep. Commandy, and I got Kirby.
Yeah, that's always good. Except it's
what?
It's not actually Kirby.
Oh, well, it's a Kirby Genesis.
Yeah, but it's not Kirby.
I know. I was just.
It wasn't done by Jack, so you know.
I was just giving you guys shit.
But it is the name, so I'll give you credit for that. The free comic book day, one of the giveaways was, Jack Kirby, and it was great. That was the best of the three of the free comics.
Was the free comic book day today?
No, I'm talking about last year. So it went month after month after month after month. Each week, like a month and a half, you would pick up different ones.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't go to very many comic book stores. Most of my comics come from either stuff that I've had, that I've gotten from family members, or that I've bought collections off of.
Yeah.
So
Buying collections is a good way to go. It's a quick way to build.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. There's 6 totes sitting behind me here that need to be gone through.
I got a whole room that needs to be going through.
Hey, you come help me and I'll come help you, okay?
Most of it's toys. Probably a few dolls.
Yeah.
I was telling Horizon the other day, or actually this morning, about an experience I had where a guy brought in a box, kind of a nice looking box, and it had a bunch of toys in it. And I looked through them, and a bunch of dolls, naked dolls, dolls with no heads, heads with no dolls, things that I didn't want. And I said, look, I don't want these. He said, well, I just need like $15. I don't want them. And at the time, I had no way to sell any of them. I didn't know what they were. I didn't care. And I got to looking at the box, and I thought, that's a really nice box. And I said, I tell you what, I'll give you $10 for the box. I don't want what's in it. I just want the box. He said, I'll let you take the box, but you got to take what's inside of it. So I said, okay. Gave him $10. I'm going through the dolls, thinking, what the hell is an American Girl? I don't know. I ended up buying a book on dolls so I could learn something about it. And I came across this Barbie head, and I knew somebody on the East Coast. This was when I was in California. I knew somebody on the East Coast that collected Barbie dolls. And I thought, well, and she dealt in Barbie dolls. And I thought, well, maybe she can tell me something about this Barbie head, because I'm sure it's a Barbie head. So I snapped a picture and, it took 2 or 3 hours to upload it or to email it to her because, we had fast internet. It was like 54K. or was it? No, it was 3600 baud at the time. I didn't have a 54 baud modem yet. And so it took 2 or 3 hours to get it. And she called me. After she got it, she called me. She went, what do you want for it? I said, I just want to know what it is. She went, well, it's a bubble cut Barbie doll head. And what do you want for it? I said, I have no idea. I don't know what it's worth. Okay. I'll send you a check. And I got a check and I mailed her the doll head. And she paid me like $40 or $50 for it. And I was happy.
You got your money back.
Yeah, and then some. I made a profit off of one doll head. I did eventually learn that the smaller American Girl dolls were actually a thing and were actually worth some money if they had their clothes. I think I got like $5 for it because it was naked.
Right.
And I eventually got rid of all of them, I think.
See, the one thing I like about buying people's collections.
Well, I take it back. There were 2 dolls that I did, or 3 dolls that I still have. Two of them are share dolls. One of them I finally got the clothes for. And the other one is the Nubia doll from Mego, which Nubia, of course, was the Amazon warrior. That wasn't Wonder Woman. It was the other one. And I've got those two, but I've never been able to find the costume for Nubia.
Yeah, the one thing I like about buying people's collections is that, like, I bought 2 long boxes, and the guy that I bought them from packed them jam tight. I mean, they were so tight in that box you could barely get them out. And I only paid like $40 for each long box.
Yeah.
You know, so when you think about it, I figured it out. I think I paid 13 cents a comic.
Yeah, 13 to 15 cents a comic, most likely. Maybe 20 if they're thick.
Yeah, I mean, and then I turn around and sell them for $2. And you know, some of them you get that. I got lucky on one lot. There was about 8 or 9 signed books in it.
There you go.
But they were Batman books. No one really does the Batmans anymore.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. We have a lot of Batman fans on Mike's channel.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it all depends on who signed them.
I don't know.
I mean, if you got O'Neill's signature, that's going to go a little higher because he's not signing books anymore for some reason. Very rude of him not to sign books just because he's dead. Norm Brayfogle, he did Batman for a little while. If you've got something signed by him, that might do okay. I liked his.
Then, you know, there are times like this guy that I bought this collection off of, they had a bunch of autographed pictures in it.
Yeah.
From Hollywood stars, like all the people from Suicide Squad characters.
Yeah.
The actors signed the photograph.
See, I'd be interested in stuff like that.
Yeah. That some of them are still being shipped to me because he had over 500 stuff.
Yeah.
So he's still boxing stuff up and sending it to me. But as I get it, I try to, you know, either put it around my house somewhere or get rid of it as quick as possible.
Yeah, the photographs of stars, stuff like that. I'm interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, cool.
Kind of an offshoot. There's a reason why it's called Kollecting Kaos.
How about Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, she's okay.
I got an autographed picture of her.
That's cool. That is very cool.
Have you seen the movie Beaches?
Yeah.
The very, very, very opening scene when they're sitting on the beach and there's that little girl playing in the sand right next to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Yeah, I think I heard you say that once before.
Yep. That's me. I got a signed picture of Tom Selleck upstairs.
Yeah, but that's probably not going anywhere.
No, not yet anyway. And Darth, yes, he did. He got them and he loves them. That's nothing. Horizon wants the entire box of Conan.
Yeah.
So what have you done today? Anything interesting?
Nothing. Well, I tried to film tomorrow's video, and I'm still going to release it, but it was a mess. I kept forgetting to turn the camera on. I started going through a big box that I haven't looked at in 20 years, and I'm pulling stuff out, and I'm showing it, and then I realized the camera's not on. And that was 3/4 of the way through the box. So that stuff I put in a bucket so I could wash it, and I'll clean it up, and then I'll show it on a future Maybe on a future live stream.
Right. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of spring cleaning, and this mess of a dining room that y'all saw, I've been working on cleaning it up slowly. This is the third room, and believe it or not, it's a lot cleaner than it was. You could probably see the boxes of comics behind me.
Which items did I find, Horizon? I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I remember now. You mean like that Puppet Master figure? I wanted to get Horizon in here, but
Well, if you want to get him in, let me go and let him in.
I could bring all of you on right now if I want to. See, I get you all in here.
Except Darth is muted.
That's all right. It's because he didn't know he was on the stream.
Well, I was waiting to get pulled in, and then I was having a text conversation with work and all this other stupid stuff. So, howdy doody.
Did you tell him you're too busy to work right now?
No. Let me finish the text, though.
Uh-oh.
You guys talk for a few minutes. I'm going to go get that figure so I can drive Darth crazy.
What figure is that? If it's not Godzilla related or Ultraman, it's not going to, bug me too much.
Hey, Darth.
Yes.
Do you want to see something that's going to scare the daylights out of you?
Not really. See, those are far enough away. It doesn't bother me. Hood is looking at something intently.
The bottom shelf is my Beanie Babies. The top shelf and hanging from the ceiling are dolls.
Ah.
They're porcelain dolls.
Yeah, but they're far enough away. It doesn't bother me.
And then if you look on the floor over there, there's 6 books totes of Godzilla comic books.
Oh, wow.
And then there's more comic books over there and over in that corner.
Who put out those Puppet Master figures, Chaos?
Full Moon Toys.
Really? Full Moon did their own toy line, too, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is an exclusive to Troll and Toad exclusive.
I really enjoyed their Dr. Modred movie. Jeffrey Combs was an underrated actor. He really was.
This is more of a monster than anything else.
Oh, Spawn.
Yeah, but do you see which one it is?
No. What, Zombie Spawn?
I believe so. No, this is Hatchet.
Oh, okay. The one Spawn figure I'm looking for is the Cygor. Cygor's cool.
Oh, is that in the metal? That was in the Robot Spawn?
Cygor was the cyborg ape.
But it was
Spawn.
that was a bigger one though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that one though. I do have an unopened case of the Robot Spawns.
They did a Robot Spawn? Oh, he got out. I think he's wheeling and dealing. Hood is.
No, he's having troubles with not being able to speak.
Ah.
And this is just something cool that I thought I'd show. Just to drive some of the people in chat crazy.
What do you want for that? An original Venom figure, son? Mint on the cart. Hold on, my son's going to come over and look at it.
All right, I'm going to make you a little smaller, Lisa. Or actually, to make her go away.
Yeah, he owns his own store. So that's not for sale? You're just keeping that?
No, I was gonna put it up for auction.
Ah.
Today.
Well, I am interested. That's going to go right for my son, though.
Let me see how much it goes for, and I'll charge you a little less.
Okay.
But
Sounds
I'll
like
check
a plan. Yeah.
because I'm not that unreasonable, and it'll be one less thing out of my house.
Yeah. Oh,
Give
and
me a whole 3 inches more space.
I know this is probably not you, because you have pretty much all the older Silver Age stuff. But if you come across any
Can you hear
inexpensive,
me now?
oh, we hear you loud and clear, Hood.
Okay.
If you come across any inexpensive Batman books, my wife's a big Batman fan. I'd buy those. She doesn't know the difference between Silver, Golden Age, Keys.
Down there. Down there.
Who? Hood? Are you pointing at Hood or are you pointing
No,
at Lisa? Oh, okay.
She was
Yeah.
just talking about nobody likes Batman anymore.
My wife
I
loves Batman, but it's got to be like cheap, like dollar books, I mean, because that's what she'd be doing.
You
If
see that top box right there?
yeah,
That top box is nothing but Batman.
Why didn't you bid on that lot last night?
because it wasn't all Batman, Hood.
It was all Batman.
No, it
That's all it was.
No.
Yeah.
He's talking about the title Batman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It was Dark Knight. It was something else, but it was all Batman. I was like,
Yeah.
One of my favorite Batman titles is the Legends of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, Legends of the Dark Knight was great because every story arc had a different writer and artist, and they covered different stuff. So was Shadow of the Bat. That was a good one.
But it would be anywhere from 1 to 4 issues, and it's done, and then you go to the next story.
Yep. But no, my wife is like, if it doesn't just say Batman, to her that's not Batman, and she won't read it. So, yeah. I married a weird woman. What do you want? But she's the love of my life.
Into the 90s comics, it's going to drive her crazy because everyone's continued in a different issue.
Oh, I know the Night Quest. Yeah, that. Oh, man.
They did it with Superman too for like 10 years.
Yeah, but remember also they did that with Spidey. Remember, we had Maximum Carnage. That went through all 8 or 9 Spidey books.
I've been trying to forget that so hard.
that's
Hey,
terrible because I was trying to sell it.
I've got a few of them.
You still have the whole Maximum Carnage thing, Hood?
No, I have a few of them.
I have a few of them.
One from the 90s, not the new ones.
Yeah. No, the new one is going to be called Extreme Carnage, and that's not coming out for a couple months. I don't know how that's going to do.
Well, they did one a few years ago, I think, that was called Maximum Carnage too.
I think I got a maximum. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm talking about it from the 90s.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one from the 90s. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think one of these Web of Spider-Man has something. Maybe it was the web spinner that had it in it.
Yes, I did.
Oh no, these are too old.
Oh, Lordy.
Hands are too old.
Now she's dragging boxes. Oh, watch out.
If you guys want to, you can do a claim sale. Put something up, put a price on it, and if somebody from the chat wants it, they can claim it.
Hey, Darth.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not
Gotham
Batman.
Knights? Nope. She won't read it.
It's not Batman.
It's got to
It
be
says Batman. It says Batman right across the top.
Yeah, but it
No,
doesn't.
no,
have
no,
that logo.
No, it has to be the actual Batman book.
Like
Huh?
that one?
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but I don't consider that Batman.
I have the full run of those.
That's All-Star Batman?
Yep.
The Rebirth.
Yep. That was someone's collection I bought out.
Yeah, people can't give away the Rebirth stuff because Jeff Johns screwed up with Doomsday Clock. He ruined that whole thing, man.
I enjoyed Doomsday Clock.
Nope, she won't like Batman Black and White.
But he just messed
And
up
she
the.
will not like Batman and the Outsiders. It's got to be just Batman.
She wants her Bruce Wayne.
Exactly. She's all about Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Where is it? There is a book in here that
Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, that was the Amalgam comic.
Oh, I've got to have that. Oh yeah, Amalgam Comics. I have the one where the girls teamed up. It was called Assassins, and it's got like an Electra Deathstroke hybrid and something else. Yeah, what Hood's holding up right there. Yeah, Batman like that. But no, that's one of the expensive ones, isn't it? Like,
I like the DC versus Marvel, Marvel versus DC series they did in the 90s.
yeah.
And mostly just because you've got Robin going up against Jubilee and they end up liking each other.
There you go.
on this here I have there's 4 of these I have.
Oh, okay. Is that first appearance of the Ghost Maker or whatever? I was talking to Hood. Hood just keeps throwing out the Batman run.
What, the clown killer or whatever it was?
Well, there's first appearance of Clown Killer. There's first appearance of Ghost Maker. There's been a lot of firsts in this new Batman run. A lot of firsts.
Yeah, I know.
And those Star Wars bounty hunters. Yeah. The only person I would buy that book for is my son, but he hates Disney so bad right now because of what they've done with their new trilogy.
Wait till he sees what they do with Batman. Oh, and Superman.
Oh, I already know what
Disney isn't going to do anything with him.
Yeah, Disney won't touch it because that's
Because
legendary.
It's Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, AT&T.
Well, somebody gonna do something to it.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. He's already throwing down the hundreds of millions of dollars, and at least we know what Robert Kirkman's been doing with Invincible, Walking Dead, and all his books. They're great. At least he'll give those characters respect. And I'd love to see Batman on an Image title. That'll rock.
When they first came out and said that they were going to make Batman a black person and that they were going to make Superman whatever, I was like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that was some amazing stuff to find out. And I'm like,
yep.
And then Wonder Woman, I'm like, how is she gonna be Wonder?
Well, you know what's gonna happen? It's the old saying. Yeah, stuff like that. There you go, Lisa. Batman. There you go. Just Batman. She loves that, and I love it because it's the Kelly Jones cover.
Batman. That's not just Batman, that's Kelly Jones Batman.
Exactly. But they're killing off Superman again, and his son Jonathan Kent's taken over.
No, he's killing him off. He's going out into space.
Oh yeah, because if he stays on Earth, he will die because the body's deteriorating because of the solar radiations reacting weirdly and all this stuff. They've recently explained it in the new books, Chaos, which I know you're not reading. So
I'm buying them. I'm just not reading them.
I hear you. What Batman is that? Beautiful cover, though. That's beautiful art. Sometimes you end up just buying the books for the cover because the art is so awesome.
Now, I was reading Supergirl and they canceled it.
Of
course, because I was reading it.
Well, that's how I felt about Monsters Unleashed. After the 5-issue crossover event in 2015, Kid Kaiju gets his own series, and then issue 12, final issue. I'm like, wait a minute, it's been out a year and they're getting rid of it? This was a fun book. I like fun books. In fact, I have an indie book that's a 4-issue series that I haven't read yet. It's called Sasquatch in Love. It looks cute and funny as all heck, and I can't wait to read it. I got to sit down and read it, you know.
Oh, Penguin Books is the ones that did the Gone
Yep.
Digests.
But, you know, that already took into effect from what my understanding is, from what Ambrose at my LCS was saying. And the book still, if you ordered everything through Diamond, they're still going through Diamond. It's just taking distributors or the LCS is like a little longer to get the books. Sometimes they're not getting them by Tuesday or even Wednesday, sometimes not till Thursday, you know.
Which is why the Diamond is going down.
Yeah.
Now, this one?
But I mean, Steve is like 2 years older than me.
No, but it is signed.
It's time for him to retire anyway.
Who signed it?
Wagner.
Matt.
Oh, Matt Wagner. Oh. You know, it's funny. Speaking of Matt Wagner, Mike shipped me the wrong book earlier this week. On Monday, I got a big box from him, and in it was nothing. I mean, I'm talking a stack like this of Matt Wagner Grendel. And I'm like, I didn't order these.
I wonder if it's mine.
Well, don't worry. I already sent them back to him because I got them Monday. I sent them back Tuesday. And he's going to ship them right back out to whoever they go to. And I had to send him pictures. I go, look, I didn't order these. These are not my thing. I thought it was the box that had the Something's Killing the Children 11 variant, Virgin variant cover, and the other books that I ordered from him. No, I'm not an X-Men guy. Or is that a key? Hood, tell me, is that a key? Oh, Hood can't hear me.
I'm checking the things that I've bought from Mike to see if Grendel's on there.
Yeah, there were 3 Grendel series in there. There was Grendel Warchild, Tales of Grendel, and another series. So it was like 3 series. It was a huge amount of books.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been mine then. Because I've got some of that stuff and I wasn't impressed with it. The later Grendels aren't that good.
No, and his original stuff that he did at Comico for Grendel was really great. Really great.
Have y'all checked out this Stray Dogs Fleas and Ticks cover? Going for $50 on eBay.
I heard that series is phenomenal, but it's just not up my alley.
Then I got it's gonna get picked up by Netflix. As a matter of fact, it's already got picked up. That's why it's going stupid. Then I got the blank cover variant. Yeah, as soon as Comic-Con comes back, baby, you know what's up with that.
Let's get some fleas and ticks and smash them on it, and you'll be good.
If it'll get me a bunch of money, we can do it. You just point out the fleas, and I'll point out the ticks, buddy.
Just flat Batman.
But look, that one's signed too.
Oh my God! Where do you get all these signed books from?
She told you she buys out people's lots like I do.
Oh, that's
except
right.
she cares more about the signatures than I do. I'll give them away damn near.
You know, it's so funny. You guys,
you just don't even notice they're there.
No, I know they're there. I just don't care.
You guys back east, man, you're getting all the cons. They just had a con up in somewhere, I forget, but it was a big one. It was comics only.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, there he is, Horizon.
What's up, guys? How's it
Nowhere
going?
here on the West Coast is there any cons going on, dude. Nowhere.
There's nothing going on the West Coast except COVID.
See,
and this has been going on for a year, and I ain't got it, so I don't know. I don't know who's getting it.
I'm telling you right now, y'all need to get the LGG, They're gonna get so mad at me for mispronouncing it, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Them motherfuckers they throw the best parties ever. When you go to the parties, they throw the best shindigs ever. And when it comes to being coordinated and fabulous, They are. Let me tell you, all the way.
You ain't right, man.
All right, so Darth, man, got you.
Yes.
Got you right here, bud. We're nice. We got some nice bubble wrap inside. Okay. And then this is gonna go in another outer box for you, okay? So
That's
you get
cool.
double protect. All right.
Yeah. We'll work out something. You have my email. We'll work out something else for this. I know you want it. I have a minimum and maximum price in mind for that.
Mr.
He said
Chaos.
minimum and
bud,
maximum.
I got your address. This will go out tomorrow for you.
Well, I'm hoping to get yours shipped out tomorrow too.
All right. I got a lot of orders I did last night, and I did another auction the other day, so it's just trying to get everything sorted.
Did you ever get any sleep today?
A little, yeah, yeah. But I did. I do have a couple things. I'm gonna hang with you guys. You could certainly. Just have a couple things to do. I'll be milling about, but it's like I'll be hanging. Go get another drink. But thought I'd come on, say hello.
Well, that's the advantage of having more than just one or two people. If somebody has to get up and do something, it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
Have you guys ever seen this comic?
Oh, cool.
Buddhist
I've
Punk.
seen that
Isn't
one.
that another one of the Chinese comics?
That's by Jade, I think.
Yeah, Jade
Yeah.
Dynasty. Yeah, they did a lot of them. They did one called The Blood Sword and a bunch of them. Yeah.
Well, I have a run of these. Like, there's 12 of them.
Cool.
No one wants them.
Nah, that's not necessarily true.
I haven't been.
Horizon.
Put them up in the next auction. I'll bid on them, and then everybody will jump on and bid over me. So
Why didn't you?
Why don't we just start an auction now?
There's only 9 people in chat. 8 people. Horizon, why didn't you go after my sealed
in the next
TNT
auction.
Game Boy game?
Yeah, we
Couldn't
don't
hear you.
have to do an auction right now.
Well, I was going to say, because I noticed you have collectible video games. When I offered up my TMNT factory sealed, you didn't bite at it.
I'm not at a spot to throw down for that for where I am at the moment.
Okay.
If it was the winter and I was just kind of chilling and I'm not buying, I'd probably make you an offer on that.
I hear
a lot Chaos and Hood will probably. You guys all know it's timing, right? It's always this kind of how do I, So it's just a matter of timing. I do, if you want, like I was saying to these guys, that's an item. You could throw that out on social media, and somebody might be interested.
No, buddy, you're here. We see you.
Frank, we see you.
Yeah, we know you're there, Frankie.
Yep.
I don't count. Oh.
Fort
In
Myers
fact-
this weekend, huh? Frank said something about needing an acetate cover, Hood. But
What needs an acetate cover?
he's gone sideways on us again.
Guys like Babylon 5?
I like the TV show. Not toys, though.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah, if we're going to start showing off toys here. These are 2 Ultraman kaiju from the later shows. Don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Belial, Extreme Belial. He was in the second Ultraman Zero movie. Fully
Neat.
posable guy. Yeah,
Very
they're
cool.
neat. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I get. And then
I
this
like-
dragon. Oh, go ahead.
I liked when you showed, I think it was Gamera. You had that. Was it Gamera that you had shown?
Yeah, the X Plus. I got it up there.
It's such
And
a
then
cheesy one back in the day, but I loved that as a kid,
Well, no, that one's not cheesy. That's from the Heisei era, and it's awesome. This dragon is just huge. You
Look,
can,
Letha.
you
Oh,
can
that's
see
cool.
It's just a big old, long, skinny dragon.
I have a whole set of these.
Nice.
Not a Babylon 5 fan. I don't know why I haven't sold. Well, actually, I do know. I got them for the store and they didn't sell.
All right, so I'll share one thing. This sold today, guys. So if you're ever out there, I sold this today. This is my. I'm going to actually feature this before I ship it. I sold this today.
Doctor Who.
It's the 10th screwdriver.
That would be the Tenant.
Yeah, he's right here. He's on the.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
Oh.
Man,
Too much, I'm sure.
Awesome.
it did go to. It's going to the UK.
That's not a surprise.
That's that big pimpin'.
125.
Wow.
Took an offer. I had it for 190. Took an offer. After last night, I had fun with you guys. Had to get a little more on top. Here it goes. Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold like a box of comics, actually a long box of comics last night, and I probably made like maybe $80.
Oh my god. Well, what do you do, Hood? You save the big money sales for Evil Bay or Instagram or?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I mean, I tried selling them on there, and they went for the least big amount money that they could have. So
Yeah.
I was like, it is what it is.
Not big
But
money.
you can't.
He's cool. Great graphics.
Roy, you're disgusting.
Yeah.
See, but
I know.
Chaos. I showed you the pinhead. That's my thing.
Y'all don't want me to go to toys. I have so many.
I
Your
know.
Marvel Select.
So many. You can't name a superhero that's not staring at me right now.
Now you have
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, hold on. I'll get one.
In his regular real costume, not some stupid variant black red thing.
We can name one. All we have to do is say Superman.
That's not Marvel Select though.
But he
Wow,
says you
cool.
can't name the superhero that isn't staring at me right now.
Ah.
I got a bunch of these at Comic-Con.
That's really cool, Lisa. I like that a lot.
Are those posters? What are they?
They're wood.
It's like a wood
Oh.
print. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh man, we got Hood tearing up his room. Come back, Hood.
Yeah, I have Black Panther. I have Spider-Man. I got Iron Man, Punisher, Batman, and of course I have Deadpool. But Deadpool's up in the living room.
You guys dig Harley Quinn, right?
Nah, not me.
She's okay.
I think she's overplayed.
I like her more as an ally to Batman than
I got two of these.
Almost there back here.
Also Venom.
That's
Sculpture.
cool.
That is a nice Venom.
These are by Schleich.
I like this one better.
That's all.
That's a
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, yes, that's the old school Toy Biz. That's yeah.
All right, everybody, let's stop whipping out our preciouses, okay?
My precious.
I've got a Superman thing that you've probably never seen.
A what?
I have a Superman. I have something that probably none of you have ever seen.
Okay, what?
I have them. I just don't know where. Yep, I have them. I just have
Oh,
no
that's cool.
doggone clue where.
That is cool.
I've never seen another one.
What is it, Chaos?
It's a print on muslin.
I found him.
Oh, wow.
He's underneath my table at the back of the wall.
Oh no.
Yeah. He's the one that got put there before I put this table here.
He ain't mint no more.
No, he's perfectly mint. It's not damaged or anything. It's just that he's where all my supplies are. I can't get to it.
That's one of those things that's not for sale.
No, it's for sale. It's just that
No,
comics started moving, you know.
No, he was,
I actually have things that are not for sale at any price.
Nope. Everything with me is liquid, baby. Everything's for sale.
oh wow. Spider Woman and
Yeah,
Hydra
but
agent.
it's the wrong Spider Woman.
You want that Spider Woman? Hold on.
Should I go get the original old one?
You know shit.
Okay, which one of you is doing this from a phone?
I'm not.
That ain't me. My phone's right here.
Mine's over here.
What? I'm on.
I'm
They're
gonna
here.
the
Hey, he's sideways again.
yeah.
They're right there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I say hi?
He likes to go
What is-
upside down.
Yeah, your phone was going off, so I muted you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Here's my favorite. Right there. Here you go.
Yeah, but I have an older one. I like the older one.
Hey Frank, just
You want
so
the
know,
older
I
one?
did-
I have the older one.
So do I. I have the version with her hair all out and everything.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
Darth. Can you
Yeah.
hear me? Your
Yeah.
first name is James, right?
Yeah.
Come here.
Frank,
Everyone
I got
say hi to my
Catwoman.
puppy. Come here,
No.
Iris.
It's Cody.
No, this is Iris.
Oh, it's Iris. Okay.
She's a Czechoslovakian Shepherd.
Cute.
Odie's sleeping at the moment. Odin. Come here, Odie. Come here, Odie. Stay
There's
dead,
so much
Odie.
going on, it's hard to hear.
Is it kind of an interesting Star Wars item? All right. So
Uh-oh.
when you blow up the Death Star, stop it. When you blow up the Death Star, and you get a medal, you need the medal. This is the actual. This is a total replica. I'm not going to open it. It's in mint. It is the medal. It's the medal of Yavin. Pretty cool. It's collectible.
Oh.
Mr. Darth. Let's see. We have some other stuff here.
Yes, my first name is James, but I prefer to go by Jim. Always Jim.
Jim Swanson.
That's cool.
Hey.
Yeah, I've actually sold that before, Lisa. That exact one. It's really cool.
You can't have sold this exact one because it's homemade.
Or that mold. I've seen that mold before, and I've seen it done where it's just all jet black. But that one, somebody went in and painted it. It's pretty cool.
This one was handmade by my grandmother.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
You like signed stuff? Horizon, you like signed stuff, right?
Just depends what it is.
Uh-oh.
We can't do sign stuff anymore.
What is that?
I can't really make it.
It's Kitty Pride.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Cool. Very cool.
And it's Wizard signed.
Wizard of
Remember when Wizard was the thing? I mean, if you didn't go by Wizard, you were stupid back then.
Oh, but only if you were trying to sell your comics to a retailer. Wizard. Was it Wizard or was it one of the other ones? One of the price guides that came out monthly had Daredevil annual #2 for like $100. I mean, it was a $5 book. And I don't know if it was a mistake or if they just wanted to see if anybody would notice or what.
That sounds like a mistake. I
But
hope.
it was like that for years. And I'm thinking it was Wizard, but it might have been one of the other ones that I used to look at. I'd get like 5 or 6 different price guides, monthly price guides, and then decide what I was going to charge for something based on what I thought it was worth.
Yeah, because Overstreet didn't come out enough to be accurate with the market's trends.
With the old stuff it was, but with the newer stuff, no.
I thought Wizard and Hero magazine, they were too trendy. They were trying to push Image and Valiant way too much, and we saw what happened to Valiant. You know, they crashed and burned hardcore.
It was there a Comic Shop Monthly or something like that?
Yeah, Comic Shop Monthly was the other one, and they seem to follow the trends a lot more.
Yeah, Wizard tried to set the trend.
Yeah.
You know what? We should do a live showing of a movie.
We'd have to do it like on Patreon or something. The only way we could show a movie here, it has to be a public domain movie.
Or
otherwise,
we pay big money to get the rights to show it.
No,
Yeah.
you
Right.
can totally do it. You can do it. I think there's an add-on for it might be Netflix, and you can almost do a Mystery Science Theater, and you can watch together, and you can comment, and you can talk over it. It's pretty cool, but you have to pick, I think, certain movies. I don't think you could just do any movie, but I'm sure there'd be some that would be hilarious. So.
oh, that would be great. We could riff. A Hood would be hilarious riffing on a bad movie.
This
Yeah.
guy, right?
Here's another old figure.
I have that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazingly enough, I think this one might be worth more than the Venom. I'm
What?
not sure why. Yeah.
The Invisible Woman's a good one to get too.
Yeah, the girls back in those days, the girl figure.
Invisible Woman, the one that's made out of clear plastic.
Oh, look at that, Doc Ock. He's matching
Cool one.
Toy Biz for Toy Biz.
That's okay. I'm not going to keep showing them because I didn't bring any more out.
Ah,
Okay, guys. Well, I have to go to bed.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'm taking a trip and I'll be gone for a little while. I'll be back probably Sunday or Monday. So, but I will have my phone with me. So if you guys need something, I may join on through my phone, but I won't be able to do much.
Okay. Well, nice having you on, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
have a good
See
night,
ya.
Lisa.
Yep. See y'all later.
All right.
Laters.
Yeah, I got from last night's sales. I got 2 packages ready to go. I got Sean's, which will go out first thing in the morning, and then this big old SOB is Cam's. Of course, Cam is always the big buyer, man. I know. And Cam bought all that from you, didn't he, Hood?
Chaos, I got a nice message from Cam about the auction and good stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
And Cam don't play. I saw him over at Affordable Auction, and he plunked down like $500-600 on some slab 9.2 Amazing Spider-Man 298 and 299s. He don't care. His whole thing. He had thousands and thousands of rare comic books at his mom's house because we talked. He told me the story, and his mom got rid of all of them. She threw them out, sold some at a garage sale, whatever. She didn't consult with him, didn't ask him nothing, and he is just running mad trying to get his collection back. That's what Cam is doing right now.
Yeah, I know.
So, well, I knew Hood knew, but I didn't know if Chaos or Horizon knew. So,
Well, I knew there had to be a reason why he was buying everything.
yeah.
But he's focused on some big characters too. He's focused on
Yeah.
Superman. He's focused on Spider-Man and a few others.
But that's what he had.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. I had a run of Spider-Man all the way from Amazing Spider-Man 16 up to, I think, 311 was the last of it, you know. All the Venom stuff went to my son.
My run wasn't quite that long.
Well, I bought it in a collection. A friend of mine owned a bookstore in San Bernardino, and it was called Farm Mountain Books. And we were hanging out and in the store, and this couple comes in, and they said, "We have comic books we want to sell." And he brought me up. Well, no, I was in the store at the time, and he said, "Oh, I don't know anything about comics, but my friend here does." I'm like, "Yeah, I owned a comic book store. What do you got?" And he pulled out 2 long boxes. They had the original 60 Silver Surfer run 1 through 5, a complete run of Wolverine, Amazing Spider-Man, X-Men, and Daredevil 1 through 187. And I was trying to keep my cool because there was just incredible books in these 2 boxes. Thank you much. And I'm like, "So what are you looking at for this stuff?" He's like, "Well, we're Mormons. This is against our beliefs. We don't want these anymore. We're looking for enough money to go to Utah." I'm like,
it's not worth that much. That's what I told him. I just told him it's not worth that much. Look, I'll give you about 150.
I said, "I'll help you guys out. I'll give you $500. They're like, "Well, we were hoping for 8. I'm like, and I pulled that. I'm like, look at this condition of this Daredevil #1. It's considered poor. I mean, yeah, if it was mint, this is back when Daredevil #1 was only a $900 book. This tells you how long ago this was, okay? And I was like, man, right now in this condition, if I tried to sell it, I'd be lucky to get $90 for it, So I can't go 800 on all this stuff. I can go 525. That's the best I'm going to do. They went outside. They talked for a minute. Came back in. Said, "Okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 520, 525." Oh, dude, I was so happy. You know, Hood, you get that feeling, man. You get that feeling. You get the collection. You're like, I just got 10 UF4s in 9.8 condition. That kind of, yeah, it was like that.
My favorite deal was a small one. The older woman came into the shop and she said, "I have a couple of comic books I'd like to try to sell."
Good night, Frank.
And she had like 10 or maybe 10. They were all from the same 1958. And she said, and they were all beautiful, gorgeous condition. She said, "Do you think I could get $10 for it?" And I flipped through them and I'm thinking, romance. Okay. Detective Comics. Romance. Flipped open the price guide to what the detective comic was worth. And went, "No, ma'am, I can't give you $10 for that." And she went, "Oh, well, can you give me anything?" I said, "Sure." And I opened the drawer and gave her 100.
There you go.
So when you open,
because that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
nice and easy, just a slicey, you're good, Darth. Nice and easy when you open this. It's like it's a clamshell, so it'll just kind of whoop, come back.
You got it. Thank you.
Well,
look, I only offered $525 because that's all I had on me at the time. Okay.
Well, that's not an unreasonable offer, though. They were looking for enough money to get to Utah, and you gave them 3 times that amount.
Yeah.
Look, it's the name of the game. Like I said from beginning, my name is Hustle. I'm a hoodlum. So understand this: if you come to me and you're not, there's nothing special about you. Like you're not Mr. Chaos, or you're not Mike, or I'm not on your show, and you just come to me in general and you want to buy something. Look, telling you right now, I'm a hoodlum. I'm a hustler. So if you don't know what you're paying, then you don't know what you're paying. That's on you.
The thing, if you have a store, you have a reputation, and you have to make sure people understand that they can bring that stuff to you, and you will not rip them off. You'll give them a fair price.
Hold on, let me tell you a story. So I'm sitting at I'm sitting at Hastings before they close.
I gotta turn more lights on. It's going dark in my house. Hold on.
15 long boxes of Marvel comics for $14. My wife has no scruples. And she kept telling the guy, I don't want these. We don't want these. We don't have room for them. We don't want these. And he finally said, well, you give me $14? And she said, okay.
But so, yeah, I'm sitting up there inside the comic book shop. This dude comes in with like maybe 5 long boxes of comics. So as I'm sitting up there, I'm looking for the comics that I'm looking for, and I'm over listening to what he's doing. He's trying to sell all of these, and he wants like maybe $400 or $500 for it, right? Well, the dude has him talked down to like maybe $20 a box for the long box, right? So I walk up there and I tell him, hey, after he's negotiated the whole deal, this gets me kicked out of the store. I can no longer come back in the store. But so anyway, after he's negotiated, right, he's counting out the money for the boxes and all the rest of that. I walk up to him and tell him, hey, I'll give you double what he gave you for it. Because I'm watching as he's pulling out the books on what he's actually getting. So I literally walk up to him with cash in hand and said, I'll give you double. And he's like, sold. Thank you. He tells me, get out the store. You can't come back here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right way and a wrong way to do that too. I mean, I had people buy books in my store.
Oh, speaking of that, guys, I have.
Has to have no interest or little interest in buying.
Yeah, I already knew that, but he was a dick.
Oh, well, that's different.
So,
good job.
Good job.
Then good job.
I have another seller that's probably going to join us on Wednesday. Good guy. He's a disabled vet. Young kid, he's young guy, probably in his late 20s, early 30s. But he spends like $500-800 a month on comics, and he's got grips he wants to sell. And he was talking about going to eBay. And I told him, nah, man, you don't want to go to eBay. They're just going to rip you off, take away all your money. You only get half of what you do. They're going to hit you with taxes. You're going to have to pay tax on anything you sell over $600.
And that's $600 total.
Yeah, for a year. Mm-hmm. And I told him, YouTube is the place to do it. You do live auctions, PayPal, friends and family. Everybody's good. I'm part of a community. There's some good guys in there. The guy's name's Mike Rogers that runs it. It's Comic Book Steals and Deals. I got his phone number. I'm going to talk to Mike about it to introduce, and then we'll get him in and bring him part. I know you didn't have a happy look on your face when you heard that, Chaos.
No, I was yawning. I'm getting a little
tired. Okay. Well, it's just, we do need more sellers, but we need it to be a little quicker. I'm thinking maybe one book at a time, and that way it goes,
But see, that's the problem is that it doesn't always go one book.
Yeah. Do one book at a time, one seller, one book, or one seller, one lot.
Yeah.
And he needs to write down the order of the people so that we go at the same time each time instead of
an hour.
You get back behind 5 other people because they happen to come in at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I was amped, man. I was like, oh shit! I'm like, 2 more people. Fuck.
Yeah.
Horizon, you're a big money hustler. You did excellent last night. You're natural at this,
The
man.
first time I was on, I was right on after Horizon and before Darth.
Ah.
And then later on, I'm on way back behind everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
I tell you, the Emery, man, several people that I know, because after I did the slab, and I knew I had some time. I was hitting Instagram. I was sending the link around. Several people, you were up, and they were like, "This guy is hilarious." So I tell you, man, it's you definitely have that entertainment value. That's what I try to do. If you ever go and see me not do comics, it's like I'm doing T-shirts. I'm just like, go, excited to get that,
Shit, it's too late for me to tell you. I didn't know you were into clothing and all the rest of that part for the comics. But they've got T-shirts coming out that Scotty Young did for Comic Book Day. And they're going to be hot.
Yeah, that's why, like, I threw on one of the McFarlane T-shirts. A couple people I sold a couple more after the show. Like, they hit me up, hey, you got that small? I'll take it. So that's what's great when you have multiples.
That Venom shirt, beautiful Venom shirt.
Still available.
Yes. You have a large?
I think it's an XL.
No, that's too big for my son. He's lost a lot of weight, so he's been working out, and he loves Venom. So,
how old is your son?
He is 18. He will be 19 in November. He'll be going to college. Yep.
This is it.
My son's about to graduate. He's 18.
There you go, Chaos. I was so pissed off. This was too small for me. You got that Marvel spotlight.
Oh, that's gorgeous. What size is that?
Because it's Marvel Spotlight Ghost Rider, the original.
You want to know the size?
And the back, the front even has, that's the front.
Oh.
So I see it says 1960, right?
I have a Godzilla shirt like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not the original Ghost Rider.
Well,
I know.
Ghost Rider went to Western comic.
Johnny Blaze, right? Yeah. So,
I used to do knockoff merchandise where we printed our own on T-shirts and what have you.
Large Darth.
Hold on to that for me next week, okay? That's all I'm saying. That and the Venom if you got a large.
I got you.
Well, it's just I got to restock for stuff to sell. I mean, all I've got left are a few crappy lots, and I need some keys, and I got some stuff coming. And then I want to see what goodies I can pick up at the big sale I'm going to over the weekend.
You guys, this is just really trippy.
That's sick.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Look at the level of detail, man.
That is nice.
The box that I was going through today had some little cups, party cups and plates for Nightmare Before Christmas that are like 30 years old.
I'm surprised no one bought this, man. I was like thinking stoked. I'm be stoked to wear that. Cool. Anyway.
Yeah, a little bit, Frank. Just a little bit. When it comes to the Bronze Age and the Silver Age stuff, I love it. I love it. And I liked that Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze was the shiz. Yeah. But the 90s was good, too. I have to admit, they did really good on that 90s comic.
90s Ghost Rider run good, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I wasn't kidding when I made that statement. If you want to be cool and go out to the club and wear your Marvel shit, I have that, too. So I have, like, Johnny Blaze jean jacket. Like he wore, like Nicolas Cage wore in the movie. It's just really cool. I have like Deadpool club shirt. I got the full Civil War printed all the way around. It's a complete 360. stuff like that. But I wanted to kind of take a litmus test the last night and see where we were at. And then if we get the right folks in there, maybe I'll start to bring out some other stuff, just like the toys, right? So.
Yeah.
As more people around, or as more people start coming around. I really don't have anybody I can bring around. I try, but I tell people that I'm going to be on there.
I think the thing too, like people may come to buy the merch, and then they're going to be interested in the comics. Obviously, there's other things going, and I think Emery, you're somebody, and Darth too. All your guys' knowledge. Even the girls that came in, they want to learn. They resell. They get comics, and and Mike showing them. You guys showing all of the condition, the artists, and then the different perspectives. But then, quite frankly, I was texting people, Emery, to bid on your lots because like these if you want insta list, insta collection, or fuck man, you just want some for your kid, you want to stack that, you were doing it. It was like boom. So
yeah, I was just trying to help out people, man. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I'm not sad that I sold off a whole long box of comics for next to nothing. It doesn't matter to me. There's some first appearances, some keys in there. I don't care. I mean, it's all about trying to make others happy, man, because the way that this world is going nowadays, it's, man, dog eat dog, man. It doesn't seem like it's going to get any better anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if I can light the way, hey, let me light the way.
There you go.
We all have things to contribute.
Right.
There you go.
I'm just saying that's what I can contribute. So I know nothing about what artist did this comic. If it wasn't new, you got me screwed. I don't know. You said it's signed by who?
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Hood, you really had me tempted last night to break my rule. My rule is always if I'm selling, I don't buy anything. But the minute you broke out the Bernie Wrightston Franken-Punisher books, which I've been trying to hunt down for a while because that's monster collections, I was like, huh?
I put those out.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Chaos.
was late.
Sorry.
That was way late.
Yeah, I was ready to break that. There goes another one of my cats.
I'm not into those.
Dude, I was ready to break my own rules for those, man. Because it's Bernie. It's Bernie Wrightson.
I'll see if I have another set.
Okay.
Now we got to figure out, man. I wish we were all like in our early 20s and like literally next door to each other, so I could be like, dude, we should start up an actual comic business. You know?
I would not do that. I'd have to learn all that shit all over.
No. See, that's the best part is that in reality, 90% of what you need to know is just on the internet. You just watch like 4 people for like 4 hours and you're good. You're like,
well, Hood has all the modern key issue knowledge. Chaos, you know Golden and Silver Age like the back of your hand.
Yeah, that's because the back of my hand pretty much are Goldens and Silver.
He said golden, silver.
Yep. I have a lot of knowledge in a lot of those areas too. Plus, if someone tries to get collectibles,
age too, and I know 90s really well.
Yeah. Everybody knew 90s, man. Come on. I mean, there was so much of it. That's what shocked me. I can't believe you heard Hood already knows the Mark Jewelers variant of New Mutants 98. $7,000 in 9.8. Damn. We were finding those books in the dollar bins just a year and a half ago.
Yeah. But that's what it is. You never know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
See, that's the best part is that you can buy some of these dollar book comics and then all of a sudden they make a movie about it and it's $100,000 comic now.
You give me your address, but you just give me your mailing address in the private chat.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hold on a second.
But yeah, what I want to do, in all honesty, is I want to create my own comic and push it out.
That's something I want to do too.
Do you draw?
Unfortunately, not anymore. My hands are so damaged from martial arts and literally my last job that drawing for me is like gone now.
How about
But
storyboarded? You storyboard? Can you at least
3 comic books. They're all the same comic. 3 different versions.
no, but I can tell the story and tell them what it's all supposed to look like. And
All at the same time. Out of the same box. In other words, the retailer got them in. He said, "How many of these do you want?" And I picked them out of the box. But people are trying to say, "Oh, this one came in at this time, and this one it was only on the East Coast, and this one was this." But no, they all came one right after the other. And of course, he's a Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, those are the only ones that people want because it's supposedly Deadpool rookie.
it is. They're the only 3 that I don't want to sell.
sell them now, Chaos.
No, he's right because they are going to go back down.
Yeah.
I want them because of the difference on those boxes, not because of the card.
You're crazy. You're that guy that would have $1 million sitting there in your hand and not sell it because you thought of the box was cool, man.
Or a $15,000 comic over in the other room that I'm not selling.
That's just crazy, man.
Why?
I mean, in the end, I guess they'll go up in value, but if it goes down in value, then that's a loss.
I only paid. Well, I didn't pay a whole lot for it. Well, I did pay a whole lot for it when I bought it, but it has continued to increase in value every single year.
Well, I understand that, but like I said, I see things differently than you do.
And I don't see the first appearance of Supergirl ever going down.
You have the first appearance of Supergirl?
Yeah.
I dislike you so much now. I'm so jelly.
He does.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I have bunches of super appearances that you don't have, but not Supergirl. Not Supergirl. Not Supergirl.
Well,
I'm gonna cry about this
the one
later
way
after
those
this camera goes off.
Deadpool are going to go up
I was looking at it this way. It was DC Cap, right?
is if Deadpool 3 does come out and it's actually good. I mean, we've been hearing. Thank you, sir.
I put if you want to swipe it, I put it right in the tracking's right in the private chat. If you want to put it on your phone or whatever, good to
Okay.
go.
All right, groovy. Yeah, but that's the only way those books will go up again is if the Deadpool 3 movie that they've been promising for years will come out, and if it's good. Honestly, I don't have much faith in it because it's being written by the girls that do Bob's Burgers. Now, I like the Bob's Burger cartoon. It's funny, it's weird, but that's not Deadpool material.
Oh, it's going to be the Disney Deadpool.
How much do you like Bob's Burgers?
Not enough to buy a T-shirt, sir.
Right?
Enough to watch it on TV when it comes on.
I got all kinds of shit.
Yeah, the daughter. What makes that show is the daughter that wears the bunny ears because she is just, she is nuts, man.
I like
What's
the
wrong with
androgynous one. I like the androgynous.
Let's cut his eyes out.
Yeah.
Gene, don't you ever say a word again.
Yeah.
With this girl.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's going to be Disney Deadpool, but Feige's already said when when Deadpool's in his own movies, it's R-rated. We're not going to change that. But when he's part of the MCU and acting with other heroes, he will be toned down, which makes sense. They kind of did that in the comics.
Here's the thing, though. Like I've been saying for the longest, before COVID hit, they promised that they were going to come out with a movie in 2022 or 21 that was going to have an R rating, and it was not Deadpool. Even though Deadpool did get an R rating, but they said it was guaranteed an R rating. I want to know what it is, because I feel like it's going to be zombies. They gave it so many hints that it was going to be.
Or it could be Blade. It could be the Blade movie.
That's
See, the only reason I disagree with Blade is because it's a vampire movie. And in a vampire movie, it does not have to automatically get an R rating.
But
where a zombie movie does. And a zombie movie automatically, just the word zombie will get you an R rating.
Wow. That I did not know. See,
So,
if they do a Marvel zombie movie, that's one Marvel movie I will not watch.
See, I don't know. I think it would be off the chain, especially if, all right, the only place that you could actually bring Tony Stark back is in the Marvel zombie world. Because in the Marvel zombie world, how do you figure?
You want your name or you want Collecting Chaos? It's up to you.
Oh, put my name.
I will explain, Hood.
Okay.
And it's coming with Doctor Strange 2, The Madness of the Multiverse. They've already many different timelines, many different multiverses.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they bring back a Tony Stark from one of those other ones. Or worse, maybe they bring back Arno Stark, the Iron Man of 2020, the corporate jerk, that nobody liked. Horrible character. And it could be one of those things. They could bring Tony back that way.
It could be a bloody Wolverine movie.
I mean, yes, but
we already had our Wolverine movie. That was Logan, the only good Wolverine movie.
If you honestly look at it, though, if you go back to the Marvel Zombies, if you've actually read it, the one where Tony Stark gets pulled out, he's lost everyone. He couldn't be the hero in that one. So him not being the hero, he sits up there and becomes an alcoholic piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Right.
Which follows the comics.
Right. But what I'm saying, though, is if you brought him back and gave him everything, then you would recreate the real Iron Man again. You see what I'm saying? Except you would give him a complex. He would remember that he's not that Tony. You see what I'm saying? And then you would have a whole new event that would unfold. So he would start out trying to be him and then failing horribly. You see what I'm saying?
But that didn't happen with Gamora, and Frank brought that up. We've already had 2 Gamoras, and she just kind of flawlessly fell into her place.
Yeah.
And 2 Nebula.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
There were 2 Nebulas.
Yeah. So it's possible.
Because I know that they're still talking to Donnie, to the person that played Iron Man. I know they're still talking to him about replaying Iron Man, so they've got to figure out a way to bring him back.
They were also talking to him about doing something Star Wars, and the rumor was it was going to be a series about Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I was like, no, he's not Thrawn. He is not Thrawn, man.
I don't think they're really gonna do that. I think they just said that to throw everybody off the hint that they're really gonna bring him back.
When we first found out that he was gonna play Iron Man, how many people went, yeah, right. Not gonna be any good.
That's true.
But he was awesome.
Last choice for Iron Man.
He didn't even want to say that last line, that I am Iron Man, how it all began. He didn't even want to say it because that was his line. He literally said he was supposed to say something completely different at the end of that movie. And he just said, I am Iron Man. He's like, I'm like, what?
The funny thing is the MCU and Star Wars now, they'll never get their hands on Keanu Reeves. They were trying to option him for so many things. There were rumors about Disney actually being respectful to the Star Wars universe and doing something from the Legends, and they were trying to get Keanu Reeves to play a major role in it, meaning Darth Revan, which would have been epic. Then they were in talks in the MCU for him. Rumors were Wolverine. That would have been epic. But now he's like, screw you guys. I made my own comic. I got Bazooka. I'm going to be in an animated series. I'm going to be in a movie. And I'm Keanu Reeves. They're not going to touch him. They're not going to be able to afford him. You know?
You never know.
Oh,
you never know. He may be a fan. He might actually be a real good fan of Wolverine and be like, yeah, I'd love to do that role. We don't know.
Like Whoopi Goldberg doing Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah,
That's
she was a
true,
huge
as
fan.
Skynet.
Yeah. Said, I want to do this.
Right, she was a huge fan. She took pennies for that.
Yeah.
Really?
For one time, hit fans if you got a recurring role.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They couldn't afford Jack Nicholson for the Joker, part of the Joker.
Oh, no.
Batman movie. But he's a Joker fan. He went, yes, I want to do this.
Right.
But he insisted on them doing that horrible Prince music, man. I like Prince.
Making money.
Prince is a musical genius, but not for Batman, man. His music does not belong in a Batman movie.
Actually, I thought it was kind of appropriate for that. For the museum theme, it was perfect.
Yeah, for the museum theme, yeah. But if you listen to the album, like it was all his stuff and very little of the Danny Elfman stuff. And I like Danny Elfman's music. I liked it for Spider-Man. But I was a big Oingo Boingo fan growing up, so you know, gray matter.
Jack Nicholson was cool as far as the Joker, but when it came to the new Joker, I'd have to say that the dude that played it best is the dude that died. He was one of the best Jokers. Yes, he was the best Joker ever.
With the new one being a close second.
Yes, he was pretty good. But he's way too arrogant. He's like, I mean, I get that you shot all those roles. I mean, you shot all those scenes and you shot enough for you to have a whole movie by yourself and they only put that in, but they still paid you. So stop crying.
Yeah.
You know, plain and simple. You got paid. Stop crying. That was your job.
Joaquin Phoenix lost points in my book just for his insufferable, smug Hollywoodness, man. That dude, great. He did a great job as the Joker. I'm glad he won an award, but don't sit up there while you're getting your award and your 15-minute speech is you preaching to me about your stupid beliefs that I don't give a rat's patootie about. I don't.
What? You don't care about him?
It's like after what woke Hollywood did to Gina Carano, who was just a cool person. No, I don't give a no.
Every now and then, it just comes out and picks an off-the-wall actor or actress, and you go, "That's stupid. They can't play that part," and they blow you away.
True. That's true.
And then they'll pick somebody that you go, "Oh, that's perfect for that person," and they can't do it for shit.
You got that part right.
Sorry, Halle Berry, you're one of the best actresses in the world, but you did Catwoman. I have no respect for you.
Oh my
that
God!
Was horrible. Oh, I hated it. Yeah, I hated
Epic.
Chris.
She was great in the suit, though. She looked great laying down in that suit. She looked good.
When she did the basketball thing, I was like,
They get that, and then they said she's going to perform. Oh my God!
Another example of that. Chris Evans was horrible as Human Torch.
Yeah.
Horrible in both those movies, but those movies were bad. But man, he was Captain America. Sorry, he was Captain America. Everything that Captain America was, he embodied it.
No, he is Captain America.
Yes. Thank you.
No, was. The Falcon is now Captain America.
Gal Gadot. Everybody. Listen. Oh, she was in, which was honestly so stupid to me because Captain America should have went to Bucky. It should have been the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
What's up, Nick?
But no.
Come in.
Definitely come on in, Nick.
Come on, Big Nick.
Well,
Don't be scared.
yeah, might as well.
You know, Nick Batista. That's one of the few roles that he
We might need
actually
to.
play.
We might need to actually start selling some stuff. We got
It's
people
Bane.
coming in and people are wanting stuff, and we're not selling anything.
Or no, I don't count, so we're 3 of them. Actually, I do count because I have it over here.
Well, I'm fat enough for 2 people, so we can count you again, buddy. I'll just count up for the rest of you.
I need to get more coffee. I'll be right back, guys.
We really need to do like a sell-a-thon.
That's actually not a bad idea. It's going to take some serious coordination.
Here, let me see one before you open it.
Can you catch it?
Yeah. Okay. So my daughter just went and bought this.
Yeah,
Oh no, my wife. She just went and bought like, how many is it? 2, 3, 2 of these. Here.
That's cool. That's your thing. That's cool.
No, that's my daughter. She does that whole crap.
Like I said, that's her.
She's got Pokemon cards. She sells Pokemon cards. She sells comic books. She sells LOLs. Huh? She's got an LOL channel that I have to actually put together and put up for her. But she's got videos, so we're good.
Yes, that's all right.
Yeah.
Batista
But yeah. But definitely I want to start a comic book, and what I want my comic book to be about is you get to see a hero go from being a hero to the villain, then back to the hero again. You get to take that rise with them.
They've kind of done that.
Yeah, but they haven't done it the way that I'm going to do it. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you the world through a monster's eyes that used to be a hero that becomes a hero again. And the way that I'm going to tell it is going to be, it has so many plot twists that are in your face that you just don't see coming. And it's a look at the human soul to see how different a few choices could actually change people's lives, from whether you should have went left or right in one day. You know, if you had decided to go to a party or not. See what I'm saying? So through those choices, you get to watch this character build up to become what they consider to be the nightmare, the plague upon the earth. And through the abilities that I give him, he's quite deadly, but he's not nearly as deadly as his counterpart. So
5 degrees of separation.
yeah, if you turned it up 1,000%.
No, when I say 5 degrees, that means you do something here which can affect something. Like, I could
Butterfly effect.
say,
Right.
That's
Right.
George.
might mean something to Dark until someone else with something 5 people down the road that could be a life or death thing for them.
Right.
On just something casual that I might have said.
Right.
My
But-
idea
but-
for oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going
No,
to say
go
my idea for a comic book again involves monsters, but not all monsters are public domain. So how could I do something that is and still have monsters? The cryptids, Loch Ness monster, Bigfoot, Owlman, Mothman, all those different crazy creatures that people have seen throughout the years.
The pterosaurs in New Guinea.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
anything.
The Makolomembe in Africa,
Yeah.
and all those guys. In my book, they would really exist, but they only respond to children. And Mothman is, how Mothman, the myth goes that he's kind of a harbinger of doom. Anyone who sees him, something bad happens. That's why that bridge in West Virginia broke, blah, blah, blah. He's not a harbinger of doom. He's a messenger. And he's trying to get the kids who are keyed to the certain cryptids to connect with these cryptids and bring them together for a all-out showdown, kind of like a destroy all monsters things against an ultimate enemy that would come and wipe out everything. That's going to be my story. I'd like it drawn in a cartoony Scotty Young style, but still have kind of serious overtones. That way it could still appeal to all ages. Nothing deep or serious like something's killing the children or I walk with monsters. Nothing like that. But still something
This is more like a monster in my closet.
kind of something like that. Yeah.
Did you, Darth? I always wanted to. Did you like Pacific Rim?
What was that?
Rim?
Did you like Pacific Rim?
Oh yeah, I love Pacific Rim. I even enjoyed the second one because it was just off the wall, balls to the wall action. I knew what I was going in when I saw the second one.
Right.
It's just a popcorn film, and I liked it.
The first one with Guillermo was amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a gorgeous movie.
They know I want to get them all over.
I'm still here.
Okay, no worries. And the cool thing about it was, again, we got to see Ron.
I got to use the bathroom.
It's a Guillermo film if Ron Perlman's in it.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of most of the Universal monsters are public domain.
Yeah, as long as you don't make them look like Bela Lugosi or Boris Karloff or any of that. Yeah, you're good. I could even probably get away with throwing those in,
Well, I mean, werewolves are generic.
Yeah.
Vampires are generic, but you could actually use the name Dracula because it's public domain.
Or just call it a Nosferatu.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie is public domain now too, isn't it?
Or
Yeah.
Count Orlok, right?
Yes. Or Dr. Acula.
Well, unfortunately, nothing about mine is public domain.
I hear you.
Universal monster that isn't in public domain is the creature.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, creature is not.
But I can tell you all about one of the characters, though. I have this idea for a character who literally gets stuck in between time. Like, that is her superpower, is that her body phases in and out of time. Like, some parts of her are here, some parts of her aren't here. Some parts of her are old, some parts of her are young. She can phase through time, but it's like she's not there and she is there at the same point in time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
She kind of mentally turns a corner and goes into a different time stream.
Right. So she's able to see everything. She just can't really affect anything. It's like having all the knowledge in the world and then being able to do nothing with it.
Oh, so she's the watcher.
Kind of. Except she doesn't have the ability to go to tell all these people what's happening. You see what I'm saying?
He wasn't supposed to either. He was breaking the rules.
Well, and this that she doesn't have any abilities. She literally stumbles on to him as a hero. You see what I'm saying? Except at this point in time, he's not a hero. He's the villain. He's literally chasing after he becomes from being the superhero, he becomes the villain, which is more like a bounty hunter, right? So the main guy that gets him all caught up. Here, let me tell you a little bit how I've got it set up is that they believe that he created 9/11, right? The main villain is more like he's more like Kingpin as far as he's a big fat villain, except he has more the abilities like the Blob. You see what I'm saying?
I am going to have to go, guys, because tomorrow's a work night. Happy birthday again, Chaos.
Thank you.
Hood.
I'm going to shut it down.
Later.
Hey, that's an awesome idea, by the way. It sounds like something I would have read at DC Black Label or Young Animal. You know, there are other Elseworlds line. It sounds awesome.
Vertigo.
Yeah. Horizon, thank you for everything. And
Got
I'll
it, buddy.
see you guys later, man.
Later, man.
And like I said, I think I'm going to shut it down because I'm a little bit tired.
All right.
And I've got some other things I need to do tonight before I go to bed.
Right on, man. Catch you later.
Cool, bud.
And we don't have, well, actually, we got 3 people watching and there's 3 of us.
Good to see everybody.
Time to shut down.
I got to
We don't count. Later.
Peace out, guys.